Chicken soup is a CIA psyop.
Okay. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to episode 50 of the Archives of Eternity.
We've officially reached the bladder problem stage of this relationship.
Let's jump right into introductions. As always, as CL3R1C, we have Unspoken Cookie.
Howdy, partner.
As Connie Romave, we have Azul, the glorious god of balance.
Zeus.
You got any ketamine?
Okay. As the
No.
Grim,
Objective reality.
we have Lemmy Lemonhead, the lime green lemon man. I think he's screaming. We just can't hear him.
Yeah, he might be shouting. I'm gonna be honest.
I pissed on Ariana Grande. She made a song about it.
I pissed on the moon! Take that, you idiot!
Rue picked up the moon and he found he found liquid cheese, which is code for piss.
As his new character, Aya Alden, my brother, Professor Zool.
Shut up! The ketamine's in the oven!
Oh, for real? He actually got some. Let's go.
As Leopold Marcus Arcadian, Ivanator.
Yo.
And Tamaz Alpha will be joining us later, along with a very special guest.
We know it. You won't know it.
You won't know. They won't know what hits them. Let's get right into announcements.
Me sneaking up
I'm
in
a lazy
14-wheeler.
motherfucker. I forgot to post episode 49 until just today. So if you haven't checked that out already, go do that. It's been up for like 8 hours, over 8 hours now. So, go check that out. It's really cool.
Sneaking up to your house with an 18-wheeler ready to ram you the fuck in.
It's a really good episode with lovely time skips. So, anyways, please go check it out. It's a lot of fun. As always, we want to give a massive shout out to vindsvept, Alexander Nakarada, Tabletop Audio, and Breaking Copyright royalty-free music for being artists and compiling artists who put their stuff into Creative Commons so that people such as us might use their music so that we don't have to sell our kidneys on the black market. Or yours.
Who said? It's all fun and games until you remember your kidneys can't regenerate.
Yep.
Yeah. Better
So,
hold on tight. You're never drinking again.
So yeah, please check that out. I'm also looking into perhaps moving away from Twitch.
Why?
Because Twitch is titty streamers now.
Twitch is titty streamers now. It's not very conducive to
But I mean-
growth. Whereas on
Kinda
YouTube,
hard to get a foothold.
Whereas on YouTube,
Wait a minute. We all
have
have
been getting.
titties.
Since when? I don't.
Since now.
Since now. Join
This-
the fold!
No, it's just my coming out stream.
Okay.
I'm not trans.
But anyways, so Twitch is kind of rough for new streamers, and we have been growing faster on YouTube than we have been on here.
Yeah.
Yes, we have 37 subscribers on YouTube, whereas we only have 33 followers here on Twitch. Which, I mean, still not a lot, but it's more.
Well, I mean, we could live stream on there. Don't
That's what
shut
I'm
us
saying.
down, Twitch.
That's what I was going to do.
Probably better on your CPU too.
It would probably be better. So yeah, that would be something we would be looking into. Perhaps, just doing a quick little switch over to the other platform. Other than that, I will be recording the next episode of Chapter 2 of Aeidros Expanded, Nema Jackalope, today, with the voice actress, and we will be having fun with that.
You're not even gonna give her a name. You just call her the voice
No,
actress.
she's my kitty.
Oh. You're what? Oh.
She's my girlfriend.
Oh.
He's a Discord mod.
She's my Discord kitten.
I mean,
No,
it's
no,
not,
I am not an incel. Please do not blast me like that.
You know, that's technically not incorrect.
I am technically a Discord mod on 2 different servers. Let's go.
And I am a Discord mod on one of them.
And I have crippling depression.
I have pee-pee cancer.
I have osteoporosis.
I have
Anyways,
cancer
moving
that
on.
can only be caused by.
Anyways.
That can only be cured by your mom.
You guys have stuff? That's crazy.
If you guys are curious about a few more of the works we've done, please go check out The Fall of Dravine Part 1 and 2, where a very special guest from that will be joining us. And those of you who haven't seen it yet will be surprised.
I feel like it's not going to be hard for them to guess.
It won't be. It's I mean, the only person outside of our group that has ever joined us.
And also has different genitalia.
Hey, yo.
It's true!
It is true. So yeah,
Sounds like a lot of assumptions.
look forward.
True.
And
Well, I'm
once
pretty
I
sure
reveal
hers
who
is
she
bigger
is,
than
I'll throw her socials into the chat or something, or I'll throw them in the description of the YouTube video. That works too. I think. We have a donation system set up below the streams. If you want to support us through streaming and whatnot, please do not hesitate to do so. We have the links below the stream in this weird description area where you see a bunch of stuff. And then also we have the link to it in a majority of our videos that I post. So please think about going to support us with some cash. All of it goes directly back into the channel and helps us get better equipment. Other than that, once we hit 40 followers and or subscribers, we'll be putting out a poll on our socials for you guys to vote on what kind of design you'd like on a piece of merchandise, such as a t-shirt. And once we reach 50 followers on Twitch or YouTube, we will put out that merchandise for purchase. So please think about supporting us and sharing us to your friends, maybe, you know, getting us in the algorithm a little bit by like commenting or liking or something like that.
By liking.
Also, once
We
we
have
reach
something to like-
once we reach 100 followers, our very own Leopold Marcus Arcadian Ivanator will be dropping the track, the parody track of "I Want It That Way." The hat works in mysterious ways. So please look forward to that, and please help us reach that goal so that he can do that.
So we can do literally anything else with our time.
I don't have any other announcements. So let's jump into this fine episode of The Archives of Eternity. A tall, icy mountain stretching up into the clouds. A snowstorm billowing outside of a cave, tall enough to fit a smaller mountain almost.
And in that mountain would be a smaller mountain. And within
As
that,
inside the mountain, a winged, blue-scaled figure staring off into the mouth of the cave, distantly. Let's go ahead and start with Grim,
Oh, of course.
where we left
Right.
off. Grim,
Uh-huh.
you were staring at your broken and shattered face in the mirror when suddenly a blue magical portal had opened up behind you. And the familiar humanoid form of Colgaius, the icy betrayer, walked into the room and said, Eldin, we need to speak about your father.
I'm still looking at the mirror at myself. It's weird that I'm not phased that he's here, but I'm a little more concerned about what's going on with my face. So Grim just keeps looking into the mirror and just quietly mutters, "What for?"
For some of his activities.
Let me guess. They involve fucking somebody over.
You could say that.
Oh, also, I want you all to visualize when Grim is talking without his mask on. There is just a hole where his face is. There's nothing there, not even the skeleton underneath. It's like somebody shattered a pane of glass. Or like, I don't know how to properly
You
describe
shattered a pane of glass and you're just staring into the dark night beyond.
Well, yeah, but there's like a giant hole where my jaw should be. Or my entire lower half of my face should be. Excuse me. Are you trying to get something in?
No. Sorry, I'm just clearing my throat because I got something in it, I guess.
And I suppose for convenience sake, if you want to think about his mouth moving, just think of a little sketch line in the darkness moving like a mouth would. So what seems to be the issue?
Do you remember anything about your father's activities before you died?
Sure I do. I wrote a whole fucking book about it. I will also say that as he's doing this, his hat is off, his mask is off, you can see him slowly wrapping a bandage around his face, around the lower half of his face. Just so that if he does have to take his mask off, nobody has to look at that. It's already unsettling enough that his face looks the way it is. It doesn't need to be any worse.
I see.
What exactly are you looking for?
Specifically anything you know about the artificial night beasts he was creating.
Would I happen to remember anything about what he was doing?
All that you think of is a flash of a room in your father's study. A secret room that he hid behind a lever. One second, I gotta close my window. Whatever's out there is very loud.
We can't hear it. Well,
Nope.
I mean, you can hear it.
But and also the stream could hear it. But anyways, you see those strange grubs, hundreds of them in the glass, their small yellow eyes peeking at you as they swim through this black ichorous dark liquid.
Great, I can't say much. All I knew is where he kept them and what they looked like. Besides, I'm not exactly much help to anybody at the moment right now.
As you turn around, I guess, and he notices the bandage. What happened to you, Elden Fortune?
The same thing that happens to all of us in the end. Breaking apart. It gets worse every day.
You will need to come with me immediately.
Why?
Because even for stalkers, this is not normal.
I have duties here, Colgaius. I have a nephew to look after.
You will come with me now.
At that moment, at being ordered to do something, there's a flash in his eyes, and something changes. Who are you? Who are you to order me?
I am the Watcher of Jericho's bloodline. I have taught more Vordunes than you will even come to know. You will come with me now.
I have a feeling that I shouldn't. I have a feeling that whoever's in here, in with us, does not want to go with Colgaius. And I believe whoever's in here might want to try and leave.
Alright, so you're trying to leave?
I suppose. I could use Dimension Door.
Do you attempt to use Dimension Door?
I have a feeling he might stop me. I don't know. This got real complicated real quick.
You can cast Dimension Door if you want.
I cast Dimension Door.
Alright, as soon as you cast it, he casts Counterspell.
Counterspell.
Why don't you roll
Yo,
for
dog,
me?
I heard how much you like counterspelling, so we counterspelled your counterspell.
Do I add anything to this?
No, I can't remember. I can't ever remember what you roll for Counterspell. I know you roll a d20, but that's like all I can remember for Counterspell. When you
Well,
roll.
I mean, if we don't remember, then let's just call it a straight roll. 17.
You fail. As your counterspell does not take hold of his, he will then cast Incapacitate on you. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Hold on, I need to grab my phone. I don't remember what my plus is. Hold on.
So real quick, is the where's this happening?
This is happening upstairs in the mansion.
Would I be here yet?
Most likely not, actually.
Hold on.
Not yet. Okay.
I had my phone charging.
All right.
Am I here?
No, not yet. But you will be soon.
Also, she's here, by the way. I guess.
No, I'm not. But soon.
A woman! Run! Sorry. A member of the female Autobot.
Anyways.
Anyway, hold on. It's the meme of
Only to
Shockwave.
one.
Female. Constitution. 17 plus 3, dirty 20.
You fail. As you feel your body begin to lock up, you cannot move.
Foolish old dragon. You know not what you've started. This will only end one way.
Cold Guy kind of just grabs your statue-like body by the face and starts dragging you through the blue fluorescent portal that he has created. Leopold.
Well, so much for the roleplay this episode. I'll be back here.
You would have heard that laughing upstairs, along with a slight struggle.
In that case, he is gonna dash off at top speed.
Well, this is starting early.
When you burst into Grimm's room, you see a blue fluorescent portal and Grimm's feet being dragged through it.
I'm gonna straight up dive for the portal.
Grim immediately sees that, changes his demeanor, and you hear him yell,
I need you to roll another Constitution save for me, Grimm.
okay. Nat 20 plus 3.
For a 23.
Yeah.
The effect of the blindness does not take.
Oh dear.
But you're still frozen.
This is starting early.
And Leopold, as you dive through the portal, you find yourself in an icy cave.
Oh.
Rocks and stones, boulders, ores, shining
Yes, I know.
shining ores dot the cave as you see a man in robes, white hair going down his back, almost reaching his ankles with how long it is, dragging Grimm by the face through this icy cave.
Mm-hmm.
Caladra,
God damn it.
two unfamiliar people have entered your cave. One of them has a scent that you somewhat recognize, but the other one looks a bit aggressive.
Is the other guy, the guy who was dragging Grim, still there?
Yeah, the guy who is still the guy who's dragging Grim is still walking away from the portal.
Oh yeah, you wouldn't know who Colgaius is, would you?
You would not.
Leopold's just going to drop into a defensive stance and ask, "Who are you and what are you doing with my friend there?"
He stops, drops Grim, and turns around. I am Colgaius, husband of Baratheon, and the icy betrayer.
You say that as though I'm supposed to understand.
I'm also just offensive behind you.
Caladra, roll a stealth check for me.
Grim is just sort of like...
Oh.
So you... like Emmett in the Lego movie when he gets to the real world, he's just sort of...
He's just twitching.
twitching, trying to get up.
Colgaius looks over, he stops. Keeps
And
twitching.
then you just see him start floating around the room like...
It's
Like
he's on a
someone
string.
picks him up with the Gary Swan physics gun.
No, like he's being
28.
held by a string.
Oh, what was that, Caladra?
28.
Alright. I suppose you wouldn't know. Leopold, Marcus Arcadian.
Well, you obviously seem to know of me.
I know of you because you are all he ever speaks of.
Who?
You know.
So then you claim some familiarity?
In the times he appears in my dreams.
Oh. Glad to know I'm not alone.
Still down
Hush,
here.
foul creature. speaking of Grim, I need you to make another Constitution save.
6 plus 3.
That
9.
very much fails. You cannot hear anything.
Somebody's
I'm
talking
keeping my
shit.
eye on him.
Somebody's talking shit, I know it!
How far away from Grim is Leopold?
You are about 40 feet, I'd say.
Leopold's just going to sort of lower his posture from possibly offensive to non-threatening. And he's going to slowly walk over. Any reactions?
Colgaius's wings sprout from his back. The fur lining where scales would normally be on any normal dragon. You will stay where you are.
I simply mean to have a chat with my friend. Don't worry, I'm not going to try anything stupid.
He will be unable
What?
to hear you.
Are you saying something?
For some
No.
reason, I doubt.
No, not you, Cole. My sister.
Leopold's just going to
My
close
sister's
the
boyfriend
distance
is
to
in here.
Grim and smack him in the side with the butt of his spear.
Oh!
Hush now, the adults are talking.
I'm older than
yeah.
you, I think.
Yeah, Grim, you can't hear shit.
No, he just assumed that's what the retort was.
Mhm.
Like, shut up, I'm older than you, maybe, probably.
Galadra, why don't you walk out
Yes.
of the shadows
Yes,
And-
father.
and greet our new guest?
Wait a minute. Hold on.
As she
One
walks
side.
out
Pause.
of the, as she walks out of the shadow, what's up, Cookie?
This man canonically fucks.
Yes.
Yeah.
The icy betrayer canonically fucks.
Goddamn.
Galadra,
Everything has its perks.
I fuck with that.
Galadra,
Bro, he fucks
as
with
you
them.
emerge from the shadows, what do we see?
Oh, I don't like describing.
That's okay. I can describe.
Too
if
bad. You
want.
gotta do it anyways.
Yeah, I was gonna say, can you do it? I'm sorry.
Well, guess what? You don't get a choice!
As she steps from the shadows, scale-like leather armor surrounds her form. As you see a dracone figure with long white horns extending from the back of her head. Her scales blue and almost the same color as the ones on her armor. Her large blue wings extending from her back with fur lining them. You see tufts of hair coming down from the back of her head. And a green scarf wrapped around her neck.
Let me ask you a question. Would Leopold have been able to see her?
What is your natural perception?
17.
No, you would not.
Okay.
So she just
Leopold-
basically appears out of nowhere.
Should I roll a check to see if I'm surprised by this?
Yeah, roll a charisma
doesn't-
save.
She does appear out of nowhere, but she's like pretty, like not just jumping at you. She's
Yeah.
calmly stepping out of the shadows because her father told her to.
And he out of the shadows.
That's
It's like
That's
that
a
Joe
nat
Biden FNAF thing.
the nat 20 on the save, so he just takes it in stride.
Yeah, but she's not
Cool.
trying to menace you.
He's just going to press his hands against his waist and snap a polite bow.
This is my daughter, Galadra.
And who is this, father?
This is Leopold Marcus Arcadian. He is one of Eldin's allies. Mind you, I
Well, I'm
don't.
glad.
Mind you, I don't think this creature is Elden anymore.
You talking shit?
I think you may mean babysitter.
Somebody say
Damn.
something about babies. I kind of heard that.
I will need to prepare a ritual. Why don't you be hospitable to this guest? There will be more arriving soon.
Well, this started early.
Do forgive my ignorance, but may I ask, whom is my host?
I am Colgaius. And this is my daughter,
We've gone through
Caladra.
that. We've gone through that already.
You're asking what I am.
In a manner of speaking.
While this is going
Then
on,
I
can
will
I
show
use,
you.
Can I use like Eldritch Conundry to try and break out of this?
Wait, what is he under? Is
say
he under
no.
a blindness?
He is under an incapacitation spell.
Oof.
So he's basically unable to do pretty much anything.
Damn.
Well, I can still talk.
As
Could I?
as
Shit talk.
as Colgaius kind of sighs a little bit, you see his face begin to elongate. His eyes turning from a human's icy blue to a draconic icy blue. As his body begins to grow and swell. His form almost becoming so monstrous that you can't even see his other side. As you see in front of you a grand elder dragon. A dragon who has lived well over 500,000 years. And you see a shining blue gem on a crest at the top of his head.
You know, I had my suspicions, but it's often gratifying to see yourself proven right.
I am most likely the last Grand Elder Dragon in Aeidros. I appreciate your lack of fear in seeing my form.
Dragons can be whatever they model themselves to be. I try to give everyone the benefit of the doubt.
A most open-minded way to think of it.
She gives a small smile at his comment.
What is it? And I'm just over here watching this, not being able to hear anything.
Yep. You just
No,
see...
you're not watching shit. You can't see anything.
No,
Well,
no,
I
he
can
can
see.
see. The
I'm
blindness did not take effect. He is incapacitated and deaf.
Damn.
Well, this took a turn.
So
Wait,
he-
real quick question. Does he have the ability to read lips or anything? Did he ever get that?
Me?
Actually,
Yeah,
that's a great
did you ever get that? Because wasn't that a...
Well,
a
I mean,
ability
I am-
You got the choice
I
there?
am- Well, I mean,
Oh,
I
did
do...
you get the observant feat?
Wait, hold on. Let me...
Because I remember you were discussing that before. You
Yeah.
might have
Hold on.
the
I do
ability.
have a feat that increases my perception, so hold on. Yeah, I do have the observant feat.
Yeah, there
Yeah,
you go.
You can read lips.
You can read
so,
lips.
So you have been following this conversation the entire time then.
But quick question: can you read a dragon's lips?
I can read lips.
As
through-
long as it is being spoken in a language he understands, he can read lips.
Okay,
And I can
just
understand
curious.
quite a few.
Also, he spent probably close to half a year with Advin, who is a Dracone. So,
Yeah.
reading Dracone lips is not as hard.
Reptilian.
No, fair. I was just genuinely curious. It's one of those like,
Yeah.
you know, kind of a fun like, oh well, you have different people in the world, so that's another twist.
I love it how that feat became immediately handy there.
Yeah.
that's fun.
One of the
Not
few
handy enough to get me out of this.
Colgaius's form shrinks to that of more of like a humanoid draconic figure, kind of like Caladra.
Okay.
The fur on his scales makes him look almost like a draconic yeti. As he once more grabs Grim's face and starts dragging him further into the cave.
There's nothing wrong with me. Let me go.
While he's dragging him, can I say, can I speak to Leopold and just say, we are allies of the Vordoon. Do not worry.
I feel like Donatello in that one series with Leatherface. Just like, he grabbed my face! Sorry, bud.
This may be my only request coming from a sardonic, sadistic part of me. May I watch?
She turns to look at her dad to see if he is going to answer that.
And looks towards you, Leopold.
The ritual takes much silence, and will take several days.
I'm a soldier. Silence is one of the things I'm very good at.
This is,
I would prefer to have no distractions, if that is alright. But, if you wish to entertain yourself, I will bring forth a few of your allies. Perhaps starting in the same city.
He snaps his fingers. Cleric, as you're sitting in your room during this night...
I am holding my children.
This is night?
Yes, it is
I am a father who
nighttime.
takes care of his kids.
Yep. You see a
The kid was
portal
robbed.
appear in front of you.
Well, this started off way earlier than I was expecting, so I don't know what to do.
So I see the portal appear in front of me?
Yep, it is at the foot of your bed. Agatha is just kind of staring
She just
at
like
it.
looks yeah, she was like reading a book. She's got like reading glasses. We look like an old couple.
She looks at the
And I'm just like woeing to both the babies to sleep. I like look up and like slowly turn to her. I look back at the portal.
Just go. I'll take care of the kids.
You sure?
Go. Adventures.
Can I take at least one of them?
No, not till they're older.
Oh.
Adventures in
Fine.
your chrome. Take off your lad. You beautiful lad.
Do we have a cleric suit up sequence?
No, it's just you see all the wires and circuitry, and he's just literally putting on his skin.
No, wait, no, what I think... No, this is what I think
No.
it is. No, here's my pitch. It's a magical girl opening sequence. All these flashy lights, you spin around, and then at the end of it, you just stop, grab your cloak, put it on, walk through the portal.
No. He's basically I'm in a robe. I'm in a robe, and I literally just throw on my cleric's. Like I'm in like one of those like ones you get at like a spa or whatever.
Yeah.
And I've got like a thing of like hot oil next to me.
The thing that I've got in my brain right now is him just turning around, all of his arsenal flying to him like he's freaking Tony Stark.
Like,
Nah, he's like, all right, and he like hands the kid children. No, I think he puts them in the crib so that they can sleep. And he literally just like very quietly puts his stuff on, and then you just see him look around. Where's my cloak?
honey!
Oh!
Honey, where is my cloak?
She jumps out of the bed and kind of does the dwarvish like waddle walk out of the room and runs outside.
She's like scratching one eye.
She grabs it off the laundry hanger and runs back inside as best she can. Oh, here you go, and hands it to you.
Oh, thank you. I made you some coffee. So if you want, you can go get that.
I'll need it if the young ones decide to start wailing.
Well, yeah, I'll bring it up for you just in case you don't have to leave the room.
Oh, thank you, love.
And he just gives her a little peck on the forehead.
Aww.
What am...
After
what am I supposed to-
you bring up the coffee, can you
I just like
can you actually just go through the portal? It's getting really cold in here.
I'm sorry, I just
It's part of
Fine.
my signature. It's part of my signature attire. I can't not be without it.
No, it's she just thinks I'm gonna be away from you and oh fine, okay, fine, and just grab my bag and my mace and
Don't forget your shield. She takes
my shield.
She takes the booster shield off of the wall and hands it to you.
Right.
Booster shield?
Okay, I'm
The
gonna
jet
put that
booster
in
shield
my
he has.
bag.
When?
Oh, he's had it forever.
He's had it since the
Since the time we met Colgaius the first time.
Yep.
Yeah, and he's just like, he grabs his mace, he grabs his other mace, and he's okay, is this the right robe? Yes, the right robe. So I got food. Damn, you're right, it is getting cold. Alright, I'll talk to you later. Gives her another peck on the forehead, and he walks through the portal. And then he, like, comes back out, grabs the hot oil, and walks through.
As you enter the portal, you see Leopold and an unfamiliar Dracone figure.
Have I not met Colgaius?
No, you've met Colgaius,
never
but
met
you
him.
haven't met Caladra, his daughter.
Oh, okay. And he's just like, he walks up, he's like, kind of stretching a bit, takes a sip of the hot oil, opens up one eye. Colgaius.
Oh, he's actually not in the room.
Oh, okay. He just like looks at, he's like,
This is not Colgaius.
oh,
This is
hi.
his daughter.
No, he
Yeah,
doesn't. No, okay. He doesn't
Oh,
say
wait.
hi, Colgaius, because he's not there.
Yeah.
He's
I
just
just
like looking around for a
realized I'm not
second,
gonna-
and then he looks over. He goes, "Who are you?"
I just realized.
May I introduce?
Yeah.
Colgaius' daughter, Calandra.
Oh, cool.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. And he takes a sip of the hot oil. Needs
So I
more
just
rust.
wanted to say that I can't.
And
I
he like
won't be
pulls
able
out
to
like a
reach
little
the-
container, like it's almost like a creamer container, as he shakes a bit of rust in there, and he puts it back in the bag and just. Yeah, it's better.
He's got like a flask or something. It's like a booze flask, but it's just.
It's just
Oh.
hot oil.
Cleric, I
No,
forget,
he has
do
a
you have
cup. He
lip?
has like a mug, and then he has like a container of oil, and he heats it up, and then he puts like rust flakes like creamer.
He looks down and he realizes he's wearing his slippers still or some shit.
Oh yeah, he looks down. And he goes, "Oh." He just takes them off, puts them in the bag, because I have a bag of holding. Hey.
Would
Hey,
would
Cleric,
Calandra have
I-
met
Oh,
someone
okay.
like this before? Sorry.
You
Do
would
we
probably
disturb?
never have met a mechanical creature before.
Okay, so I definitely do a little head tilt of curiosity.
Have
That's
you? Okay. He just like scratches a bit of his eye. You see like for some reason like there's like dark circles under his eyes from him being tired, but they're not actual dark circles. They're like it's just
Like from the
discoloration.
metal rubbing against the metal of like rubbing your eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
Do
in like it just looks like almost like because he has like been working tirelessly. It's just kind of like almost like discoloration. So it makes him look like he has bags under his eyes.
No, wait, dude. I just imagine that Cleric brings like a bottle of Kleenex wherever he goes, and so like whenever he just needs to like.
No, he just literally he like rubs his eyes a bit, like he rubs both of them, and the coloration just kind of doesn't completely go away, but it does kind of go away as he rubs his eyes. Just and he like stretches, and you can hear like the cracking of metal as if he's cracking his back.
I also have to ask, Cleric. I do have to ask a question. Do you have lips?
No,
Okay.
think of
So I'm not gonna
more
be-
like
I'm not
Think
gonna
of
be
more
able
like-
to understand what you're saying. Then.
it's gonna be more like Ultron from
Or-
the live
Or
action.
Iron Giant.
No, more like Ultron.
Ultron.
All right.
There's more movement in the lips and stuff like that than with like a jaw opening and closing.
So, Grim, after Colgaius leaves you on the table, I will return. And I
You're
will
You're
fix
you're
you.
making a mistake, old man. You don't know what box you're opening here. You should have left well enough alone.
He turns
And then
and
just
leaves the room.
A mug hits your head.
He turns and leaves the room.
Shh, like, leave him alone.
And Cleric, you see a humanoid version of Colgaius the Icy Betrayer. The draconic individual of whom you rescued from the Fey Realm.
I'm gonna approach Colgaius, and he goes, morning.
Morning.
It is still evening.
Oh.
CL3R1C. It is good to see you again.
Just call me Cleric. Are you sure it's not morning?
I am positive.
you see like the look, just like,
I'm just
points
head
outside.
tilting in such like interest, but just like confusion.
I just imagine that.
I'm
Colgaius
sorry,
points
Colgaius.
outside.
I don't know if you know, but I have recently become a father.
I understand
And-
the rigors of parenthood.
Yeah.
As he
I have-
motions towards Caladra.
Oh,
She kind of puts her
right,
hands on her hips a little, like, "Hey."
And
How
he
the
just
fuck
like
you
he goes, I have 2 of them. And boy,
He just sets a clawed hand on your shoulder.
I feel your plight.
and he's like,
And
he's like, do you want?
Leopold has to suppress a little bit of a smile at this. Just
He's like, do you want some coffee? I have brought some.
That is
I
not
am
coffee.
fine.
Do not drink it.
Okay. Well,
Colgaius reaches
And he just-
his hand up and snaps his fingers once more, and another portal appears. Bert Greystaff.
I'm gonna go lay down for a bit. And he just goes, finds a random chair and just
No,
he
no,
like
no.
sets he sets the hot oil down and he just
no,
instantly
no.
asleep.
Cleric just turns into a pit bot from Star Wars. Just.
Nah, he literally just he passes out immediately when sitting down.
But as the blue fluorescent portal appears once more, Burke Greystaff, you've been walking in the woods for a few days now with Kez and Nima.
Nuts.
As the night is coming upon you, there's maybe another day's travel to the camp you're trying to reach. As this blue portal slowly begins to outline itself.
So we can probably camp here for the. What is
Zishi?
that?
What is that?
I don't know. Stay behind me.
Kez
Kinda-
kind of brings out the knife of returning and just gets down and gets ready, or the knife of what was it? Knife of teleportation or some shit like that. I don't know. It's something like that.
Yeah. Brings out his knife.
Brings out his knife.
Nice. Oh yeah, you still have the endless rope.
Can I do like some kind of Arcana check on that portal?
Yeah, make an Arcana check.
Okay. I have no clue what that is. I got a 5.
As the portal opens, it shows an icy cave with a familiar-looking dragon figure.
No, he's not
Oh,
familiar.
you're right.
I slept through that.
You're right. You just saw the big old giant dragon walk through a portal.
Yeah, I
That's
don't.
all you saw.
That's all I saw. I don't remember him exactly.
Ah, yeah.
Do I see anyone else? Do I see
You
perhaps
would
Cleric or
see-
Leopold?
You would see Cleric sleeping on the ground and Leopold.
Oh, there's no chairs?
It's a cave.
It's
Oh.
a
They
cave
have wings.
and you're in an open room.
Oh yeah, he definitely fell asleep on the ground. He just he still has his hand on the mug while the mug's on the floor, but not spilled or anything. He just sprawled out like a starfish.
It's one of those kind of adventures.
Yeah,
Okay.
One of those days.
I turn to Nima and Kezarand. I think I probably have to get going now. So I kind of crouch down to Kezaran's level. Nima will take care of you. He'll be alright. Listen to her, and he'll do fine.
But Sishi, what if I...
She'll make sure that nothing will happen. She steered me right this whole time. Honestly, you're probably behaving even better than I was.
I'll take
I'm
care
sure
of the
it'll be a
little guy
cakewalk.
for you, Burke. You don't gotta worry about nothing. And she kind of gives you a fist bump.
I return it, and then I proceed to bow to her. And then I turn to Kezarant and extend my my right arm outwards with a clenched fist, and kind of nod to him. And he jumps up, and we clasp both our forearms together and sort of do like a sort of chest bump. And I nod to him.
He nods
Maybe
back.
won't. And then I will turn and kind of swish the coattails of the dragon cloak that I have, and I will step forward into the portal.
It gets immediately colder.
Time to become a furry.
Hey guys, what's up?
The baby's awake, huh? Oh, right. Oh, hey, Burke. Let me just get up to greet you.
I see.
You can hear you can hear like a bit of squeaking in his joints as he gets up. He's just like, give me a hug.
I go and give Cleric a hug.
As this orcish figure walks in, you see curly black hair, a slightly unkempt beard, almost rugged looking in his way. This half orcish man with short tusks and almost grass greenish skin just walks through the portal wearing a blue dragon scale cloak with
Dragon scale and skin.
Yeah, dragon scale and wing skin specifically.
Okay. And I'm... I look a little tense, but I know my father is doing what's right and not going to put us in danger, so little tense, but I'm okay.
I can welcome one more today. He reaches his hand up once more and snaps his fingers. And Connie Romave, as the soul, shoot, I keep forgetting their friggin' ship's name. It's the Soul Harvester. It's the Soul Harvester. As the Soul Harvester makes port, before you are planning to leave to Aeidros once more. Well, I guess actually for the first time. Considering you've never been there.
Yeah.
Torbitha has her bags already packed and ready to go. And a carriage set aside for the both of you. When the blue fluorescent portal appears and you see your friends and Burke standing in a cave.
My eyes kind of go wide. A bunch of scrap!
Sorry, I heard it and I couldn't.
In a cave with a bunch of scrap. My eyes kind of go wide. Does this portal look familiar or similar to anything I've experienced before?
It definitely
Radiating
has
a similar energy.
It definitely
maybe?
has similar properties to the light.
I kind of pull out the the amber crystal and kind of look at it, and then I put it back. I kind of look between Torbotha and the portal.
Go, love. I'll be fine here.
Are you sure?
I'll travel to Aeidros and I'll see you there.
And I kind of just dive into her arms for a hug, and
she gives you a big hug.
And then I kiss her on the cheek, sort of like Felix, Fix-It Felix Jr., how he kind of like jumps up for it. And then I turn and I kind of do a salute as I walk backwards through the portal.
All right. And Connie Romaine emerges from the portal.
Not who I was expecting, but all right.
That is a better trip than all the other times. A lot less lag. Oh,
You see a two draconic figures in this cave. One having white fur rather than the more visible scales that most dragons you've seen have.
I kind of reach for the handle of a sword that seems to be on my back, and on my right hip, what seems to be almost like Mjolnir-esque hammer. I'm kind of reaching for both of those with a weary expression.
You see his hand kind of drop a little bit.
Leopold just holds up his hand. Whoa. Calm down.
Okay. Sorry I haven't interacted with many dragons. Last time was a bit of a fiasco.
Colgaius looks up and, looking to both Burke and Connie,
I am Colgaius, the icy betrayer.
Right. One that I saw going through. Right, yeah, okay. I think I slept for that bit. That's my bad. Gotcha, okay. Colgaius, I'm Burke. That's Connie. Also, Connie, you're here. That's new.
Yeah, all of this is kind of new, actually, and I kind of reach over and kind of give him a fist bump, and he returns it the same.
So, what exactly is this all about?
Your friend, Eldon.
Both of their eyes kind of go wide.
What about him?
His mind is shattered and broken. And I need some assistance trying to bring him back together.
And I should remind you that Burke would know somewhat of that.
I was afraid something like this was gonna happen. Right? Well, where do we start?
I first must rest, before I can welcome more of your allies.
Alright. Well, yes, we'll wait for that. And he kind of sits down on the ground and crosses his legs in a sort of meditative stance.
Yeah. Caladra, your father looks somewhat unsteady on his feet. It's almost as if he hasn't used this amount of his arcane ability in quite a while.
Caladra, would you assist me to my room, please?
Sorry, I was so stuck muted.
You're all good.
Yes, of course. And I help him.
As Colgaius kind of
definitely a little concerned looking.
As Colgaius kind of leans on you, the rune that has been on his chest for the past 300 years kind of flares up a little bit and almost seems to grow across the left side of his chest.
Is that okay?
I will be all right. Although I shouldn't use nearly as much as I did today.
Did we need all of them?
We need more of them. If we are to fix his mind.
Claire kind of like raises his hand, a little concerned. What do you mean you need more of us?
They're kind of whispering under their breath as they're walking
Can I hear
further
them?
into the cave. Make a perception check.
Okay.
Can I also, because like I have high perception. Just Alright. Question
17.
Uno momento, por favor. Where did it go? Oh, there's the dice roller.
I got 17.
Okay.
Hold on. God damn it, I gotta pull up my phone. Give me a second. I should have been prepared, but I wasn't. Because I'm a fool.
And make sure you're on cleric and not one of your other characters.
Yeah, there's cleric right there. Alright. Okay, so it's perception, right?
Yep, perception.
It's 24.
Okay. Were you doing yours with Burke, Azul?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You would hear the conversation.
Yeah, cleric kind of just raises his hands a little caution. He's like, "What do you mean you need more of us?"
I will try to acquire your entire group.
Is it that bad, huh?
If we are to put together his mind.
Whose mind?
You've not been paying fucking attention.
Elden.
No, I just got here, pretty much. Who?
Grim. Putting together
yeah.
Grim's mind.
That's his name?
Yeah.
That's what you take away from this? Not my life is in danger. Oh, that's his name?
Yeah, just
Trust
you weren't
you to
there
do
for that
anything.
whole thing, huh?
That's a...
He never
what
went
you
to the
know.
auction with us, did he?
I never did, no.
I'm pretty sure he's mentioned my name in front of.
He just
Connie
like he
has
like he
mentioned
gets
my
like
name.
close to like
Yeah.
Burke and whispers in his ear. It's like, if I'm gonna be honest, I thought his name was something like Stan or something like that.
I'm gonna fucking kill you.
I'm gonna be honest.
And
It's like way more interesting than what I was thinking.
Colgaius just kind of rolls his eyes and allows Galadra to continue to lead him further into the cave.
She's still whispering, but
Yeah.
she's
Dan,
whispering still, but
you
like
gotta be
not as
fucking
caring
kidding
if they hear. Are these really his allies?
I asked myself the same thing.
my man, I got slim pickings. I got
What do
the
you mean
bottom
slim
of the barrel.
pickings,
Well,
bro?
you know-
Well, no, actually, you know what? I didn't get the bottom of the barrel. I got underneath the barrel. Okay?
Hey,
Fucking
hey.
Stan? Really?
You ain't. Hey, listen. You ain't no special man yourself,
I'm
man.
more special than you, metal boy.
Really? Really? You want to tussle?
The dark side opens many pathways to consider unnatural, Ed boy.
My fists open up many pathways if you want to find out.
Call me Stan again.
Anyways, let's get back on track, guys.
Right, yeah, let's get back on track.
Caladra.
I'm gonna remember that.
Caladra, you don't
It's gonna come back to
enter your father's room very often. But when you do, there's always this sense of grief coming from it.
Whose room?
And as you're looking around your father's hoard, it's barren. Most of the gold that he has is frozen in ice. The ice that makes up the furniture of his room. The things that he made for the comfort of your mother.
That's not very
And
comfortable.
as you look you see the familiar golden casket at the end of the room. As Kolgaius stops you outside of his open door, removes his arm from your neck, and closes the door behind him.
Like as he removes his arm, can I just go get some rest?
Thank you, my daughter. Go check on the young prince, if you would.
The young prince.
Alright.
Who's the young prince?
None of your business.
You bitch. I'm just kidding.
Alright. And I leave him be and walk toward the young prince, wherever he is in the house that I definitely know.
As you walk further down into the mountain cave, you see the ice begin to slowly dissipate. The glorious glassy sheen in the air kind of slowly, or on the rocks kind of slowly dissipating as you go further and further down into the cave. And suddenly, you're met face to face with a young, draconic face that has this large earthen crest that goes behind its head instead of horns. Almost like a fan on its head that seems to just stretch on for a little bit, almost as if it's melding into the stone above your head. And as he fully emerges from the stone, his front feet just slowly touching the ground, and then his back legs touching the ground, as he opens his amber eyes and stares at you. At this age, he's about 8 feet tall, on all fours. He's maybe a young adolescent dragon, having lived 30 years. So he's just kind of looking at you.
Can I give him a pat?
Give him, as you go to give him a pat, make a dex save as he tries to snap at your hand.
Yeah, this is like our loving thing we do every time.
Oh, yeah.
No.
A lot of love
no.
in this. You're about to get tiered.
Hold on, so I roll it and then I just add dex modifier. I'm sorry.
You add your dex save. So your dex save,
Oh, shit.
since you're a rogue, will be your dex modifier plus your proficiency.
What? What's proficiency? Shit, I'm so sorry.
The proficiency bonus, which I believe should be a +4 right now. Should be at the top of your skill list on your character sheet.
It says saving throws, but actually it's +7.
Oh, a +7 to your saving throw?
Yeah, it says so.
Yeah. All right.
Is that-
So what did you get? So add that 7 to your dice roll.
I fucking rolled a 3.
So you rolled a 10.
I'm getting bit.
And as the young dragon's strong jaw clamps around your hand, you take 3 points of piercing damage.
Oh,
I actually sigh. She sighs. She just goes, come on, you know this.
As he looks way too pleased with himself.
Yep.
Oh, you little rascal, hand profusely bleeding.
Yeah, basically.
Isn't he just a
you
little
little
boy?
scamp as you just like fall to the floor dead.
You-
Just like your last breath is like, oh, what a funny little creature.
You take
Yes.
your hand out of his mouth and it's basically just fleshy mashed potatoes.
It just looks like a pile of like red.
Looks like
He-
hash browns.
He slowly lets go of your hand and just kind of nuzzles it a little bit.
Thank you.
As
Oh, I
you,
see you're doing fine.
as you heal 5 points. So, you're back up to full. As the small teeth marks in your hand slowly close.
Thank you.
Imagine. Oh, you.
He just kind of
Okay.
prances around, like almost chasing his tail a little bit, and then he gets down almost like a dog would when he's asking for you to play with him.
I definitely do some like the stance, the wide stance of back and forth.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I do.
And he's like following you left and right.
Oh, can I break out? I'm pretty sure it's. Oh.
You'd also probably have various toys for him as well, so.
Yeah, but I have a cantrip and it's mage hand, and I can.
Oh, I was about to say you can use mage hand and use it as like a chuck it and just throw a ball.
I was just thinking, just like wave the hand around, like because he was trying to bite my hand, so now he can try and bite that.
Right? Yes, his favorite.
Is this a prince
It's his
or a dog?
This is a dragon.
That still doesn't answer my
It's
question.
a dragon prince.
And enchanting. He's enchanting, and that's all you need to know.
All right.
So yeah,
Dragon
I
Prince
mage
Gold
hand
Retriever.
around.
Yeah, you mage hand around, and he's gonna roll it to hit on the mage hand. What's your spell save DC?
Hold on. Sorry, I'm basically a noob at this.
You're all good. It's your first time playing a rogue as well, so.
Yes.
No, I'm
shit.
extraordinarily
I don't have the spell save written into the spell save slot, so how do you calculate that real quick?
That's
Sorry.
10 plus your spell attack modifier,
Yeah,
or spell casting
8 plus
modifier.
your spell casting
Is it
modifier.
8? I thought it was
What do
10.
Give me just a sec.
Doesn't really matter. He rolled a nat 1, so he
Okay.
goes to snap at the hand, and he just kind of hits his face against the wall,
Oh.
and he kind of.
So, GM, spell
Yeah.
save is 8 plus your proficiency plus your spellcasting modifier.
That's it.
Where do you find your spell casting modifier? I'm so fucking sorry.
Spellcasting modifier for the arcane trickster is intelligence, I believe.
So,
Okay.
So it's your intelligence modifier.
Okay, 4
proficiency
plus proficiency, which is
4
Also 4 plus 8.
plus 8.
So 8 plus
16
8
your
is
spell
16.
yeah. All right, cool. So I can put that in the spell saves. now. Okay. And spellcasting ability, you said it's 4.
Yeah, it's
save. Yeah, spell attack modifier is 4 plus 4 because your intelligence is 4 and your proficiency bonus is 4. So you have a plus 8 to all spell attacks.
Wait, so would that be under spellcasting ability or spell attack bonus?
spell attack bonus is 8.
Bonus.
Okay, sorry. I haven't played a caster in so long, it's so much easier to just punch stuff.
I know!
My brain hurt. Must hit punch.
Right. Okay, so now that I've played with him and seen he's doing well, I go, well, clearly you're doing well.
Wow.
So, I'm gonna go tend to the guests, and I'll be back later to tell you your favorite story. How does that sound?
And in your head, this is probably the first time you've ever heard him speak in any way, shape, or form, but it's through a telepathic bond. As he just says, "I love that."
Oh my god, I give him a hug. I don't care if he bites me.
He accepts the hug without biting and kind of like bleps his tongue out a little bit and just kind of nuzzles you while also licking your wings at the same time.
I don't care if it causes me pain. I will die for this dragon.
Yes, absolutely.
Is this your brother or
And
something?
now I really have to go. And I leave to go tend to the guys.
All right. You go back upstairs, where everyone else is.
Expletives. That's all you hear.
Just cleric, I feel, is trying to catch up on sleep, and Connie and Burke are probably talking with Leopold or some shit like that.
I'm trying to break out.
Break out.
Why did I do the same thing?
I mean, he's asleep. His concentration can't be that strong, can it?
Well, I mean, considering it's not a concentration spell once all three effects are done.
There's only 2 effects on.
Yeah.
Well,
Blindness isn't
so
an
once
effect, right?
so once all 3 effects saving throws are done, it no longer becomes
Gotcha.
concentration.
Regardless if they pass or not.
Yes.
Okay.
So if you pass 2 of them, then it loses its effect. But if you fail 2 of them, you're still incapacitated and for about 48 hours, I believe.
Damn.
Yes.
Damn.
There's a reason none of us have access to that spell.
Yup.
Yeah.
Also, it's a 7th level spell, so
Yeah.
I mean, I can cast Incapacitate, but with my fists.
That's
I have a
called
little
the permanent incapacitation. my
you know what
friend.
I've got?
No, it's just called a concussion.
No, it's called Category 3 head trauma.
it's called being crushed by Bogran Elephante.
Excuse me, but he is not here.
I know.
Well, he
All right.
was last episode.
So
He might be
Kaladra,
soon.
you enter back into the cavern, and as you do, I feel like Connie is just watching Burke and Leopold play like Rochambeau or some shit.
Kicking each other in the
Nice.
dick.
Oh, honestly, my first thought process was, and then I said, but her aim is getting better.
Butter!
Oh lord.
That's good. That's good. As Leopold's just like,
Butter.
my wife died.
Nah, dog. I would at least understand the levity of the situation.
That's fair.
I feel, I'm gonna be real honest, this happened way faster than I was expecting.
Sometimes
Good
things
time
need
to
to happen.
Well, I mean, you could give a brother a warning, can't you?
No. Anyways,
Well, guys, no.
But yo bitch ass, never.
never. Alright. So, does anyone want to ask Kaladra anything? Or maybe roleplay?
Well, I'm kind of sitting there, kind of thinking through things through. So
Well, all
have
of them were like
most of
setting up
the-
for the night, right?
Hmm?
All of them were setting up to go to bed, right?
Well, Cleric's already asleep.
Well, but before they were teleported here, is what I'm saying.
Oh yeah, he was about ready to go to bed.
Yeah, and Burke was about to set up camp.
He thought it was morning as well. He's just been non-stop taking care
I
of
honestly
his
thought it
children.
was morning.
Nope, it was during the nighttime.
For the Nightmen.
Yep, nighttime for the Nightmen.
Yes.
For his
that
Nightmare
somehow
Mitzvah.
Anyways,
Hmm.
you were gonna say something, Burke?
I know most of the situation from both Connie and Grim explaining things to me, but is there anything that happened that specifically prompted this that any of you know of? Kind of looking to both Connie and Leopold.
There was that one thing with the where he was kind of freaking out about a fight he had with Khan, and then kind of segued into worse things. I kind of hang on to the bandana around my neck.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, there was the creepy guy. Ramiel. That guy. I didn't like him. He was kind of creepy.
Not a big fan of the government.
Yeah. So I've heard. And I don't know.
Also, what all has Grim told Burke, anyways?
Me?
Yeah.
Well, it's not so much as what I've told you. It's that I've talked to you over the months, and he's told you that something is happening to him. He's told you that it's something that he's put off for a long time, and that it's getting worse every day. And you've slowly seen that progression up until right now.
Right. Gotcha. So he's kind of just been on a constant downhill slope.
I kind of look over to Caladra.
So, what exactly does your father have planned for him, anyways?
Okay, out of character, how much do I know?
So, out of character, you understand that the ritual will take several days to prepare. You've only ever heard a story of Colgaius before the actual raid on Dravine took place. You heard your mother tell you of a time where Colgaius had to enter someone's mind in order to extract some information from him.
I don't know much, but I know it's a ritual, and we'll most likely have to enter his mind in order to help him.
Oh, that's...
Oh, I've got something special for that.
Okay. Landscape of that's probably going to be akin to the pits or worse, so that's fun. Alright, well, if that's the case, I better get some sleep. Sounds like a hellish experience as I take out a bedroll and lay it out. Then Connie proceeds to take out his... Oh wait, what am I doing? I put down a bag, and I open that up, and then I just put one foot in, and then I let myself fall entirely into the bag.
Yep.
Connie just kind of looks down into the bag.
I'm just watching this.
Are you alright?
Yeah, I'm fine. Hop on in.
Cozy there.
Hey.
And I also jump into the bag.
Is anyone else still awake and paying any
Me.
attention?
Leopold's kind of just hanging around.
I also pop out my head.
I turn to
Leopold's
Leopold and I just do they do that often?
No, that's new for me too.
Oh, Leopold, if you want somewhere to sleep, there's plenty of beds in here.
And I pop down back into the bag.
Toss one out for me.
Okay.
I
Or
toss
what
it
else
up.
for the home is.
It spits out not just a bedroll, but just a bed.
Just bed frame and everything.
It's bed frame and everything. It just...
Alright. Unexpected.
There you go. There's your Tempur-Pedic.
And I pop back in.
Tempur-Pedic. God damn it.
Beautiful.
Ye old Tempur-Pedic.
Now with less leeches.
God damn.
Alright, so
No, the Wriglings would give it the comfort.
It's the massage feature.
so now everyone is trying to get to bed, right?
Yeah.
It seems like okay.
I
Well,
don't
if
think I'm sleeping.
any of you need anything, please let me know. Let Colgaius get his rest. And I'll be, and I say where my room is, I guess, to
Yeah,
motion towards it.
You kind of point to a doorway that's closer to the mouth of the cave. It's got all of these fun little designs on it little flowers, a mouse with a thimble on its head, wielding a rapier, facing down a dragon. And a very well-designed portrait of a beautiful hellspawn woman with long curling horns and short hair.
Alright, and I walk to my room.
So you walk to your room. Everyone else just kind of go into bed, I guess.
Except me, I'm still up and raging.
Yeah.
I feel like that we
Or at least-
are just kind of leaving you on the floor, and we're all like, yeah,
Not
time
on
for
the-
bed.
Well,
No, I feel like-
he's
I
on
feel
a
like
he's
you
on
put me
a
up-
like pedestal thing.
Okay, on a thing, but still,
I feel
just
like
like,
you just put me up on a meat hook or something.
but just trapped, and we're just like, yeah.
Texas Chainsaw Massacre or some shit.
Although I should say, maybe it's not Grim that's raging in this moment, but I'll leave that for the imagination.
Mm-hmm.
I just like it.
Calandra, as you enter your room, you see a lot of blue things. It's hard to make other colors with ice.
Yes.
But blue and white is the general aesthetic of your room. A kind of like one of those like princess covers over the that you put over a bed and stuff. Is
Which
over
was an
yours.
Ice King's house.
It's kind of made of this ice that cannot melt. It's very warm to the touch as well. And
That's cool.
it's a type, it has this veil-like feel to it, but almost as if it radiates a type of heat,
That's cool.
so as to keep someone within warm, even if they don't
Warm
want to wear
glass ice.
blankets. The bed is big enough for 2 people, easily. You have a small bookshelf full of books. There's one with a very worn spine that just reads "The Thimble Mouse and the Dragon," and the rest is too faded to read. But then the lettering starts up again, and it says by ttrpgs. And as you look at your bookshelf, the majority of the books on the shelf say either by Colgaitis, Colgaitis the White, or by Terabarathian.
Bro's not exactly the most creative with pseudonyms.
No, we love him anyway.
We love Colgaitis.
9 out of 10 people recommend him.
9 out of 10 people recommend. Mr. E does not.
Dentist
I have a
Tate.
question.
Yes.
On that bookshelf, is there potentially a fairy tale about a turtle?
Yes, there is.
Oh,
Specifically,
Oh, yeah.
one about a turtle with a shell so big it could cover the world.
No,
Nice.
put it away. Burn it.
Anyways,
Stop.
moving on.
I can't.
And in one corner, you have a small little rack that has a very well-worn fedora. And as you take off the green bandana around your neck, you hang it up next to it.
Lightning bolt.
And simply on the brim of the hat, inside, it says, "Property of Jericho Vordoon."
In the background, you just hear, "Got any eggs? Eh?"
I'm not wearing a fedora.
And that's your room. You also have like nightstands and stuff like that.
Yeah,
little
but
little
no.
magical fluorescent lights that turn off when you say a specific phrase.
Clap on.
Clap on.
Clap off.
I hate that we had the same idea.
So do you grab the storybook and go down to read it to the young prince as you promised?
Yes,
All right.
absolutely.
All right. As you grab the storybook and kind of try and not wake up the others, you walk back down to the rocky cavern where the young prince spends a majority of his time, just in the rock, kind of playing and running around.
Yeah. Love him.
All right, so you go down, and he's kind of like still trying to bat at your mage hand. And yes, I understand it only lasts a minute, but screw you.
Yeah, no, I just keep casting it because
just
he's
keep
fantastic
casting,
and he
keep casting.
deserves it.
Yeah.
He deserves it.
But yeah, so he's like still trying to grasp at your mage hand as it flies and kind of does things as he kind of enters the ground, and you can see his crest move through the ground up onto the wall and into the ceiling as he drops on your hand and finally catches it.
Nice. Can I have like been in the doorway and I pop with the book held behind my back? I pop out of the doorway.
He kind of bounds up towards you and looks very excitedly towards you.
You know what time it is?
I think.
My goodness, I'm sorry.
No, he just says I think.
He's just so cute. Yeah, he's just so cute.
Just dying of cuteness.
Yes.
As this 8-foot, basically made of rock dragon looks at you.
Yes. Well, I think you're probably right, and I whip the book out in front of me now.
As the front of the book displays proudly the Thimble Mouse and the Dragon's Hoard by ttrpg.
Okay, and I walk in.
Try and find a good one. Here we go. This is a fun song to... No, maybe not this one. This one is good. There we go. Sorry.
No worries. I walk in and I sit down in the spot I always sit, cross-legged on the ground. Get ready
And
to read it to him.
the young prince kind of almost surrounds you with his body
Yeah.
as he looks over your shoulder to look at all the fun pictures in the book.
Right. I'm not like a super storyteller, like actually. So like, can I just give a gist
Yeah,
of
absolutely.
the story? Okay. It's a story about a a wise magical king and his lovely princess daughter. And they live happily in their kingdom until one day a dragon is seen fleeing from their home in the dead of night. And upon everyone in the town awakening, they see the princess has been kidnapped by the dragon. The king, being magical, has magic enough to know that his daughter is alive and well, but is not strong in like attack magic. So he enlists any brave knights of the kingdom to go fight the dragon and bring his daughter back. Initially, many young, brave, strong knights try, and no one returns alive. Well, I guess they try, but anyone who returns alive only has tales of how fierce and powerful the dragon is, and how some must have been lost to it, but no one could possibly ever defeat it. Years go by, and the king still knows the daughter's alive, but it seems it's becoming a fool's errand, and people stop trying, knowing that the dragon is just too strong. Until one day, a tiny mouse comes up to the castle and asks the king's permission to give it a go. Everyone laughs at the tiny mouse, saying, how could he possibly ever defeat a dragon? The king is a little kinder and just asks the mouse, are you sure you're up to the task? I don't want anyone else getting hurt over this for nothing. And the mouse confidently says, yes, I do think I'll be able to bring your daughter back. He confidently goes to the dragon's cave that many have gone into. Some didn't come out, some did, but scathed. And instead of roaring and screaming and going in there on the attack, he simply goes, Princess, are you in there? He hears a dragon's roar, and he goes, so you are, Princess. And in being finally identified as the princess herself, the dragon slowly changes back to the princess. It turns out it was a spell cast on the princess that made her appear as terrifying and monstrous only as she felt. She had started changing into a dragon that night, and in knowing that no one could love or care for a dragon, the hideous, monstrous beast, she had fled. And every knight who had come in to slay the horrible dragon had only made it worse. But the little mouse, having confidence in her, and knowing that she was still a wonderful princess, even in dragon form, helped alleviate the curse, essentially. So they returned, and forevermore, that kingdom, well, they returned, and the princess was still strong and powerful, and now she was able to use her emotions to change into a strong, powerful dragon when she needed to defend the kingdom. When her father passed, she became the Dragon Queen. And the whole kingdom never judged a dragon as a horrible, hideous beast anymore, but instead a powerful, amazing creature. The end.
Fiona.
Yeah, kinda.
The dragon's just like clapping you like, yay!
Yeah.
My favorite story.
The young prince, while his eyes are kind of drifting to sleep, I like this story.
I know.
It makes me hopeful.
Me too, young prince. Me too. And I give him a pat and then try to really sneakily let him walk away and let him sleep.
Not hard for you. You're used to being silent.
Yeah, true. True.
Jericho showed you a few things. And as you return to your room, put the book away. You enter your princess pavilion thing.
Yeah.
And you drift to sleep. And in this icy cave, the story still firm in your mind. We're going to go on break.
Of course we are.
We'll be back in about 20 minutes. See you guys soon. And we're back.
He still hasn't
Can't
told
win
me
like
what we're
that.
doing here.
Alright. As cleric, as you come to wake up, you see the furried face, or the furred face of Colgaius just staring at you.
Oh.
Good morning.
Yeah. Just gonna boop him on the nose.
Please refrain from doing that.
He'll walk
Oh.
over to the bed
No,
that
wait.
Leopold's sleeping in.
After he says please don't do that, he's like, well then don't stare at me while I sleep.
After he says that, he gets up and walks over to Leopold's bed and just kind of, like, gives him a good shake to wake him up. And then he walks over to Caladra's room and just kind of...
Caladra, it is time to awaken.
All right. She gets out of bed.
Okay.
Groggily follows.
Do you put on the bandana?
Oh yeah, sorry. Yes, absolutely.
Put on your green bandana, and you walk out of the room. The strange bag that Burke and Connie hopped into still sitting there in the middle of the floor.
You hear from the bag, you just hear as he kind of peers over. Get up, Connie!
So are you playing both Connie
Wake
and
up.
Burke in this?
Yes, I am, and it's fun.
Sounds confusing.
Yeah, little. But I kind of...
following.
He seems to, like, Connie just kind of rises out of the bag, still asleep, as he pops, his whole body pops out, and two green orcish hands are raising him up as he tosses him out of the bag, and he just falls on his butt. Ow!
As he wakes up, he
Jeez.
sees Colgaius right next to his face.
Once again, he reaches instinctively for the sword on his back, and then takes a step back.
Good
And then-
reflexes.
Then he puts his hands down. Sorry.
Claudra glares at him like a little bit. Are you serious, dude? Not like super mean, just kind of like really.
And Burke kind of just, with his hands in his pockets, just kind of steps out of the bag.
What's everyone?
Ugh.
What's everyone's like passive perception, real quick?
Me?
Everyone.
I have a passive.
Well, except for you.
Passive
I'm sorry.
perception.
Oh,
17.
Passive perception.
17.
What would
for
passive
Burke.
perception be?
10 plus your perception modifier.
There's like
Don't
20,
you
isn't
have
it?
the observant feat, my friend?
I think it's 20, isn't it?
18.
Wait,
Me?
wait, 10 plus my what?
Plus your perception.
I'm pretty sure it's 20.
23.
23? Oh, gotcha.
God damn.
Jesus.
What's except for Grim, what's everyone else's? I know Burke's 17. What about Connie?
Connie's is 15.
Okay. Caladra's is 18. Leopold, what's yours?
Forgive me, what are we rolling?
No, just passive perception.
Oh, mine's 17.
Okay. Burke, Caladra, Leopold, and Cleric would all... Well, I guess it's all of them, actually. All of you would notice a small little earthen dragon head kind of poking out of one of the boulders that dot the cave. As he's just kind of looking around at all of you.
I love him.
Oh, wow. What's that? Who,
Do not
who is
pay
that?
him much mind.
Can I walk close to him, like to like comfort, kind of?
Yeah.
Just like, it's okay.
Colgaius will snap his fingers, and as the blue portal that has become familiar to you all sort of forms slowly. It begins to open, and you see that desolate landscape that you're used to. And then a bony hand reaches through the portal, and you just see it raise one finger and basically shake it left and right. And exit the portal as it stops opening and begins to close.
I did not expect the ruler of Desh to be so against my incursion. At least he did not kill me for that.
Do I know? Does Burke know? Ruler of Desh? Know of?
He would know that the ruler of Desh is a Lich King.
Okay. I'm pretty sure Connie knows of him.
Yeah, Connie knows of Antor Lytharian.
Antor. Yeah. Okay.
So, that's Antor Lytharian then?
Yes. He is the ruler of Desh, the Lich King, specifically. The discoverer of the Lytharian continent. He was once a good friend.
Standing with his arms crossed, sizing him up.
He was once a good friend.
Raises an eyebrow at that. Once.
Yes. Once he decided to resign himself to the monotony of being a ruler of the undead, he cut all contact with the majority of his friends and allies. Anyways, since I cannot acquire your ally Con Incubo, we shall instead go for Advin Kari.
He snaps his fingers once more, and almost on a flat mountaintop, you see Advin, his hat kind of laying on the ground next to him, with an elvish figure in front of him. The elven figure wielding a whip. And Advin's swords to his sides.
Both Connie and Burke are kind of in a fighting stance for a second.
Advin, Aya, what are you two doing before the portal arrives?
And Advin, wake up, it's time.
I have to feed my dragon. Can you wait?
You have 2 minutes.
Make it 5. 2 minutes is hardly enough to even get a good bond with her.
2.5.
5. I'm not going any lower.
You've got 3.
5.
I'm not going any higher.
How about 4 minutes and 30 seconds?
15, take it or leave it.
3.5, no more.
4 minutes, 30 seconds. Got it. And he proceeds to just feed and spend some time with Mina Durleshu.
Okay. As you spend some time with Mina, she seems very appreciative of the 4 minutes that you're allotted before Aya kind of throws his whip, wraps it around your neck, and pulls you.
Quite literally cracking the whip.
Mm-hmm.
I cast shield before he whips me.
Even so, the shield makes it to where it doesn't do damage, but you're still pulled towards him.
You know, you could always just say, "Alright, time's up." You don't have to grab me by the arm.
Why would I waste that second? Draw your swords. Take your stance.
He draws the swords.
After
we have to do this today.
Are you not in the mood?
Frankly, I'm more tired of hearing that voice.
I said the exact same thing to my master.
It's not the song.
Ah, you weren't even talking about my voice.
No. I
Well,
was not.
A good way of purging one's mind of such voices is a good amount of exercise as he sends the whip towards Advin.
He'll start parrying, deflecting, doing his normal stuff they've been training for.
And as you do, both swords, as usual, get taken from your hands. Your hat falls to the ground. And a blue outline begins to form next to the both of you. As you see in a cave, stanced up, Bert Greystoff, Connie Romave, you see an unfamiliar draconic figure, and Colgaius, the icy betrayer, Advin, and Leopold Marcus Arcadian, along with Cleric.
I just give a long, it's not a pleasure to see you again, kind of look towards Colgaius as he whistles towards Mina to jump on his shoulder, and he proceeds to walk through.
Yep. She jumps on your shoulders and is just kind of looking around.
Aya will coil the whip, put it back on his belt, and then follow through the portal.
You have to follow me everywhere.
Yes, until you finish. Your training's not complete, my Padawan.
What is a Padawan?
Don't ask questions, just accept.
It's more than a pad of two.
I'm really getting tired of your platitudes.
Advin, I would
Oh,
suggest
he
you allow
made a
him
comeback.
I'm okay with him teaching me, Jordan, but I don't like his attitude.
I think it
Who's
is
that Yorin
rather
again?
chipper.
Tell him I say hi.
It is a good change.
Padawan is far greater than a Padawan is less than a pad of two, and if you train hard enough, you'll become a pad of three.
As you enter,
Sitting on a pad of 4.
as you enter the
No, you become a pad
icy
of, pad of
cave,
three.
Colgaius stands there, and next to the unfamiliar Dracone figure, you see the spitting image of Dravine.
His eyes widen. Is that...
It is the young prince.
I thought the egg was destroyed.
There was one that survived. I was able to save him before the clutch was annihilated.
I give him a pat on the head.
May I at least have a closer look?
Absolutely, but keep the young yellow away from him. He does not play well with other young dragons.
Come here,
With
Mina.
a female.
He also likes to nip a little. Just a heads up.
Mina jumps off of Advin's shoulders and lands on Aya's.
Evan proceeds to walk up towards the young prince.
As you do, and you look into his eyes, you see bright amber staring back at you. And you feel something poke at your mind. You knew of father. And Caladra, you would also hear this as he speaks to Advin.
Advin will speak through the telepathic communication and be like, I knew of your father. I knew him before he died.
smell like him.
Hold on. Is this something that could potentially happen? I don't know. It's telepathy and shiz. Could I, like, join in on that somehow?
Burke, he could listen in, yes.
Potentially listen? Okay. Cool.
I was part of a tribe that worked with your father, or at least worked to protect him. We were Mistarans. And we cared very deeply for your father.
Father would have destroyed the planet had he continued. I am glad he did not.
Some days I wish he did. But, yeah, I'm glad to.
I shoot him a little bit of a glare for trying to teach the child bad things.
See, your father was God, and he was the right God, and these people are brainwashing you, and you just get like...
No, we're not going into theological teachings. He's too young for that.
I feel like that would be something Advin would try.
No, that was something Khan would have tried.
Not Advin. I've long since abandoned your father's way of worship. But my family's memory in high regard. And they held him in high regard.
You smell like books. His eyes almost flash almost seem to glow for a second as he looks at you. Archivist.
Indeed.
That's the last thing he says before he just kind of phases back into the rock.
Would just to double check, like, I mean, when he's talking, can I get a mood on him? Like, if that was an okay archivist?
Yeah, it was okay. And your mom, being a somewhat religious person herself, would have told you about the archivist and how he was how he is the god that chronicles life and death.
Okay. Cool. I just wanted to check little brother's okay.
He's totally fine.
Perfect.
He's just living life. And so he slowly phases back into the rock and returns to his basement level.
It's where Advin will whistle for Minata, and he'll proceed to just find a place and just kind of be there.
Connie kind of raises his hand.
Advin, will you introduce me to everyone?
Yeah. Who's that guy?
This guy is an acquaintance.
Ouch! I'm hurt! I'm not just an acquaintance, I'm your master!
I wouldn't call you master, I would more or less say the person continuing education. My master is dead.
Your teacher, then.
I'll take that.
Though the way I school you every day in practice is not funny.
Let's be aware, you put a restriction on me not to cast spells and only to use the swords. If I was able to cast spells, you'd be long gone.
If you'd go into the song, I could finally continue with your full training, but you refuse every goddamn time.
Yorin kind of appears from Advin's waistband, almost like a shadow, slowly climbing up his back, and looks directly at Aya.
We do not have the confidence to fully understand it.
So why would we risk our own life and yours?
Risk mine.
Another
Right.
reason why I call him acquaintance. That attitude is one for me that I really don't like.
It's called confidence. You should try it sometime.
Oh, I'm confident. I just don't like hurting my friends.
So I take it you're trying to learn to control that. What was it called? Blade song?
Am I?
Look in between Connie, just kind of gesturing to the fact that I've learned a bit from him.
Hold on a second. Takes a sip of his hot oil. Let me get this straight.
It's not so
I'm
hot
sorry.
anymore.
Room temperature oil.
No, oil's still oil. Shoves it in his mouth.
He's just
But
like,
his
alright.
equivalent.
So, hold on a second. He just opens up his stomach, puts it in the furnace for a little bit. All right. So as I was saying, what about a song? What was this? I'm kind of out of the loop.
So, the elves have tried very, very hard to keep a specific type of magic under wraps, known as the Blade Song.
Okay.
There are certain individuals of other races who have been taught the Blade Song, but most of the time their masters die before they can complete their training. I, as an inquisitor of Luxenarn, go out and try and find these people and either send them back to Luxenarn to complete their training, or I complete their training and then send them back for graduation.
Which I was perfectly happy going to Luxenarn, disguised as an elf. But here we are.
Also, dick move, my man. Dick move. Fooling me like that.
Wait,
you gotta
I was
understand.
nothing but friendly to you.
You have to understand, a long time ago, the Inquisitors were nothing but hunters.
Yes. And technically speaking, I'm still a hunter. I don't really like the word Inquisitor, though. I prefer educator.
Yes, Azul.
How much would Burke know about that? Because he's been to Luxenarn.
He would understand that, specifically in the part that he was in, people feared the Inquisitors. If they were sent out, it was on the kill. And even though they were founded specifically for finding blade singers, they would sometimes be dispatched to other more problemed spots.
Like
gotcha. So with that knowledge, I kind of changed my expression towards Aya a little bit more wary.
Rude of me. I haven't introduced myself. I am Aya Alden. At your service.
Aya Old Man?
Alden.
Burke, great stuff.
Pleasure to meet you.
Still has his arms crossed as he's looking at him.
I'm Connie. Hi.
Nice to meet you, Connie. Reaches his hand out for a handshake.
He kind of tentatively goes and shakes his hand.
Full on takes the hand and a little too much force into the handshake.
And Connie responds with a surprising amount of strength in the handshake of his own.
Excellent definition.
Thanks, I've been
Your
practicing.
hip muscles are exquisite.
Your deltoids are exquisite.
Your legs, especially.
Your glutes are so toned.
And your dick is huge.
Got 9 inches.
No, that's that guy over in the corner, apparently. The guy sipping the cocoa with his slippers on. Oh, actually, he took those off. Never mind.
It's not cocoa.
As
hot oil.
As you all look over at Colgaius, Aya, you would have heard of Colgaius as the elves of Luxenarn, who are old enough to have been around during the time of the fall of Dravine, would hail him as a hero.
Are you Colgaius?
I was not expecting an elf from Luxenarn.
I'm
You kind of found me.
I'm a huge fan. My master was Trigoth.
That old fool.
You're not supposed to speak ill of the dead.
It's exactly what he was.
Ouch! He trained me.
Which explains a lot.
Then
Ouch,
perhaps you're a fool as well.
Please.
I can't hear anything, but I hear some shit being thrown.
What?
I endorse this.
What's a Trigoth?
Trigoth, the wizard... Oh shit, what wizard was he?
Green.
Yes, Trigoth the Green.
How Arab was he?
A wizard of great renown. One of the kaleidoscopics, in fact. Known to be one of the greatest wizards in all of Aeidros. Or at least all of Aeidros that we've seen.
Yeah. Behind a few. He said he was probably behind you in magical power, but physical power he could probably have taken you, is what he said.
Truly.
He was very, very confident in his sword work.
I fear that physical prowess is more where my position lies at the moment. As Kolgaius moves aside a piece of the robe that he has on, and you see a rune emblazoned spreading across his left pectoral and reaching down towards his abdominal area and across almost to the right pectoral as well.
Arcana check on that.
Roll an Arcana check.
I'd also like to do that, kind of pushing up my glasses
Go ahead.
on the side.
Same thing.
Alright.
I'm not here, so I can't do shit.
Could we all have advantage on this because we're all trying to check?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, I got a 26.
Do I just know about it?
Yes, you do.
Sweet.
I got a 16. I'm not great at the
I got a
book
12.
I got a 26.
Advent, you're the only one who would understand what this is. This is a magical degradation rune. As time goes on and the more of your magical abilities that you use, it will slowly spread across your body until it removes all of your magical prowess and kills you.
How long have you had that on you?
About 300 years.
And you're still kicking.
What is it?
It is a magical degradation rune. It is a curse put upon me by Corbain.
Oh.
Please not talk about him.
Yeah.
I have a question for you, Kolgaius.
Yes.
Do you hear his voice every now and then?
When he appears to me in dreams, yes. It has become more frequent as of late, although I can't fully understand why.
You have dreams about the bastard?
Well,
I don't
it's
envy
more... He pulls me from my slumber.
Edvin, what was the name of the person whose voice you heard?
That very same.
Have you checked to see if you have a similar rune?
I probably do. But here's the thing. Don't know exactly where. And frankly, I'd rather not check the unpleasantries. Because he's the type of man to put it there.
Forgive me, but I have a ritual to prepare for. I
Yes,
will take
sorry,
my leave.
sorry.
Do you need any help? I would say using less magic would be beneficial to you.
I need no assistance in this ritual. leave me to my work.
Then why call us here?
Because
It's about Grim.
I need you to put him back together. Skolgaius leaves the room.
Apparently we're gonna jump into his head or something. Looks like he's falling apart.
Interesting ritual. I look over to the female Dracon, who I have yet to be introduced to.
Oh, hello.
Hello,
Hello.
I am Aya Alden. May I inquire as to your name?
Caladra Baratheon. Nice to meet you.
The pleasure is all mine. Baratheon. Why does that name sound familiar?
I am the daughter of Colgaius and Tara Baratheon.
My word! A member of the Manifestors!
Yes, she was very proud of that.
I never thought in my lifetime I would meet one of their children. It is quite the honor.
Thank you. She's a little awkward about it.
Adley will also get up and introduce himself. I am Advin Cuddy.
Nice to meet you as well.
Advin is a tall green Dracon who wears wizard robes and has 2 scimitars at his waist, and
Smoking a cigar.
yeah, with a wizard hat on his head.
Nice.
Advin, we were interrupted.
We are not
Take
doing
your
training right now.
Advin,
We are not training right now.
Uh,
We're in the middle of
this is
something.
abysmal. Yes, Robot Man.
I hadn't introduced
Snorted.
myself. I just had a question, but I hadn't introduced myself. I'm Cleric.
Pleasure to meet you, Cleric.
Oh, lovely to meet you too.
What can I do for you?
He just kind of looks around. Just lovely. Shit. Lovely weather we're having.
We're in a
A
cave.
little cold, but yes.
God, I love how concerned you guys are over my well-being.
We're going into your brain. Calm down.
Oh yeah,
Well,
no.
we'll get
How's
there
the
when we
weather
get
doing?
there.
How's the weather doing, Stan?
So, okay, I'm gonna go lay down. He just goes,
So,
falls asleep back again on the floor.
whose head are we jumping into?
We're Grimm's. We're gonna jump into Grimm's head.
And where?
Who's Grim?
Sees him on the table.
Wake me when we do that.
There he is.
So Grim's in another room actually.
He's
Oh, not.
so
where is he?
he's kind of, I think, petrified or something. I don't know.
He's kind of in a bad
Send a
way.
message to these people.
Colgaius is in the room with him, right? Like he's
Yeah.
part of the. He's prepping
so
him.
He's prepping Grim for the ritual. He's like So Grim, it looks almost as if he's seasoning you.
Seasoning?
He's spreading like spices and herbs all around you.
I think at this
He's
point,
gonna stick him in a hot steaming kettle of hazelnut oil or something?
Here's the thing, though. I don't think Grim's currently at home at the moment, and his body is just mildly convulsing.
Okay, well we can't see it, so it's okay.
What you?
We can't see it, so it's fine.
Why am I getting all this shade?
When they said, "Where is he?" I said, "My
Because
father's
I can't
prepping
tell,
him."
but it might be dark out. Oh look! I just looked out my window. It is.
Look at that.
So yeah, you guys are left alone in this cavern with Caladra, just kind of essentially having to find a way to entertain yourselves.
Do I see the bandana on her?
Yes, you do. It is very similar to the one you wear.
What's that? Kind of reminds me of the one I have around my neck.
It's a memento from my Uncle Jericho.
Huh. Uncle Jericho.
Jericho 14.
Yes.
Another one of the manifestors.
Vordoon?
Yes, the very one.
He's one of Grimm's ancestors.
Right.
And another member of a party known to have... Or...
Party of murderers, but yeah.
Whoa. That's a little far. Yes, they killed things. But murderers... I don't think you could call them that when they had the Blas Ilma.
Cleric just kind of sits up for a second. He's like, if that's the case, then we are most certainly murderers.
Yeah. I thought that was pretty obvious.
I know I have.
Yeah. You just hear this giggling from the other room.
Con, somewhere, someplace.
Snickering.
Probably literally murdering someone in that instant.
But you! Ah, shit! My knife slipped into his heart.
Sneeze transition.
Daisies.
Well, my mom said I could murder at least 3 people today, so.
Damn.
But the manifestors consisted of... what were all their names? I know Jericho, I know...
Corbane.
Wasn't the Demon Lord in there too?
Oh, yeah.
Arthas of the Broken Horn.
Arthas, Corbane, Jericho...
Blas
Ilma.
The only one I actually had semi-respect was that turtle.
Well, he was known as the Shield... what was it? The Living Shield of the Weak or something like that?
Question. Are we talking about the one who killed the big old dragon dude?
Yeah. The team that killed Dravine.
So we're missing one.
I mean, there's Mammoth, Terra, and Blas, and
we are missing
Jericho, and there's Corbane, Arthas.
The only one I liked was the turtle.
Most people would know of the legend of the Fall of Dravine and would know all of the names of the manifestors. Mind you, the legend itself, that most people know, state that all of the manifestors, in helping kill Dravine, several of them died.
Which is not technically incorrect.
Yep. But during... They said it was during the fight with the last avatar of Dravine.
Which
is...
in our episode. You would know what actually happened.
That was a bit of the government covering things up. Not a big fan of the government.
Oh my god.
But yeah, that aside,
I was a very big fan of Blas and of Terra, honestly. I greatly respected the manifestors.
They were amazing adventurers.
I was partial to Jericho myself.
Do you have...
rogue.
My experience with manifestors are not the greatest.
I'm sorry to hear
what
that.
you told me, you were on the opposite side of them.
Not only that, but one has been actively hunting me.
Nobody likes Corbane anymore.
And on top of that, one of them nearly tried to conquer the world.
No one likes Arthas that much either. I mean, they were pretty cool in their time.
Jericho did anything good as well. Like I said, the only one I respect is the turtle.
I'm gonna fucking kill you.
I wish I could have met him. Blas.
Out of character, if I'm gonna be honest, it's okay for Advent to do this because he's racist.
I know, but that doesn't mean
no, it's
Elden
not
is
because he's racist. It's not because he's racist. It's literally because, for one, his culture was on the opposite end. The second thing is literally almost every encounter you have in the manifesto has been negative.
Yeah, because he had the shitty ones.
No, it's not racism. It's zealousness.
Yeah, he's religious.
Zealotry, yeah.
Yeah, it's zealotry.
Oh, I was right.
But also, Colgaius is another one that he has a very negative outlook on because Colgaius literally betrayed every single member of his family.
Gotcha, yeah.
Yep.
Well,
But you don't hear him talking as bad about Colgaius. But he's just not happy to be around him.
Yeah, well, he still sees him as a traitor, but he knows why he betrayed.
Oh yeah, and it's a valid reason.
Yeah, but that doesn't make him that's not going to make him instantly respect a traitor.
Oh yeah, no, that's why I'm just kind of like,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Anyways, back on topic.
Yep.
Do you have
Have you heard of Elden Fortune, perhaps?
do you have any books that might speak of some of their adventures?
my mother and father made me so many books of many of the adventures. He'd like to come and see.
Oh, would I?
We've got ourselves a World War II historian over here.
Absolute fanboy at this point.
Yes, I know.
I will
it's
say,
great.
the thimble mouse and the dragon sword is something that Jericho did.
Yeah, what's up? I totally did that
so
shit.
good.
Well, I had
In
a
fact,
Ghost Rider because I'm kind of illiterate.
The princess became his wife.
Who is, by the way, who is Jericho's wife? Or was, I guess.
We'll find out.
Princess Dragon. Clearly.
Mm-hmm.
We'll find out.
Yeah, but the real question
Is that where we get our magic from? Jericho fucked a dragon.
Fucked a woman who
I mean,
a dragon.
Terra fucked a dragon. You got a problem with that?
No.
Got a
Anything
problem
that
with
explains
fucking
quite a bit.
Why are you speaking against
Why are you
people
being
who fuck
scaled,
dragons?
huh? Why are you being scaled?
Some of my best friends are dragons.
Well, no.
My best friends are dragon fuckers.
Well, no, Jericho fucking a dragon would make sense as to why the Vordunes have always been known as magical.
Anyways.
Yeah, man, listen to him. Even some of his baby mamas are dragons.
Some of my best baby mamas.
I really outdo myself.
Can I show Aya my books?
Yeah.
Please.
How have you been, Leopold? It's been a bit. How many months has it been?
9.
It has been quite a while since you guys have seen each other.
Yeah, so it's
Probably close to
It's
about
okay.
9 months, yeah.
As
Long
long
time.
as
So
Claire's
So how have
baby.
you fared with time's passing?
I have more cigars, so it's a lot easier to stay focused.
Got it.
Well, I have not been idle in my time, so
Yeah.
Yeah.
I found plenty to keep me busy.
I
Pretty soon
got
I'm
more of
planning
my
on.
siblings back.
Oh, that's nice. That's nice.
One of them
Yeah.
is
Yeah, how's Barbarian?
Heard about him.
he's been good. He's just still healing a bit in his head.
Yeah. Personally,
But I've been casting mending as often as I possibly can. The wound was quite deep.
Yeah. Anyways, I'm thinking about at least pretty soon heading to Mount Rednecks once this guy is done teaching me. I'm heading up north to Elnirin.
What's this guy?
Wait, where are we right now, anyways?
Flush,
do I
right?
have
You
any
would know
ideas?
this.
Yeah, I kind of glance over. Where are we exactly?
We're on Mount Redrick.
Rendrix, yep.
Rendrick, sorry.
Yep.
Oh,
So,
Mount
so
Redrix.
Burke, you're still in the Elniran Empire.
Gotcha. I guess it didn't go as far as I thought.
well, that saves me. a
Mind
trip.
you, you're on the other side of the Elniran Empire.
Gotcha.
Well, that saves me a whole trip.
What were you, I guess what were you coming here for?
Looking for
Oh, I'm
those.
just curious too.
I'm looking for the remaining living mages of color. Is the other term.
I'm just being sautéed in the other room. You guys are talking about your lives.
Right, all the wizards with all the like fancy robes and stuff.
Yeah,
A vision of dirt in the pink pops in your head.
Echoes in my brain.
No!
Speaking of which, whatever happened to Irida? Did you guys end up finding her, or?
She's dead.
Yeah, really dead.
Oh.
Oh.
Well, I mean, she was sort of a corpse the last time we had her. She just
Yeah,
kinda-
she's deader now.
You guys never actually defeated her. She just teleported away. I believe.
Yeah, but she's still very deader, undeaded, deadified.
So you guys killed her?
Well, no.
No,
Kind
I
of,
wouldn't say
not really.
killed.
Kind of
but
left.
I'm trying to
Alright.
find info what Garatus is.
Well,
This is a good place to start, is with one of the other kaleidoscopic wizards.
I mean, there's also, I think, well, I don't know if he really counts, I'm not sure. But there's this guy called Durdar the Pink.
But I don't know who he is.
You would not.
Another
Can I-
thing, have
Durdar the Pink. Durdar
okay.
the Pink.
Question out of character.
Yes.
Where did Marvin say he was going?
Marvin, he's currently in the Elniran Empire, and Burke would know that.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
You could
Because Cleric didn't know, so he just knows that he was going somewhere. So I just needed to make sure that I was sure. But yeah. Anyways, back to it. Cleric is just gonna kind of look at everyone. He's like, "Has anyone ran? Because we went all over the place. Has anyone ran into Marvin at all?"
I mean, was I with him?
Yeah, you ran into him.
okay.
You went to Fendris.
Right. Yeah. Well, I think he's here in the Haven somewhere. I ran into him, I think, in Fendris. But
Is he doing good?
seemed to be. Still peddling all his wares and everything. He's where I got this, and I hold up the bag.
Oh.
It's pretty useful. Kind
It is
of works a
pretty-
lot like Connie's garage, to be honest.
Oh
A
yeah.
bit more hospitable, though. Not full of a bunch of tools and things.
Mine's fancier though.
Leopold hears tools, immediately looks towards Connie.
You said tool?
Did you say tools?
Yeah, but can you sleep in yours?
He just puts up a finger and he goes, "What the heck?"
Yeah.
I mean, there's no air, and I don't need air, so I mean, technically, yes, sort of.
Can you get yourself out of it?
Can he sleep in there? Is that a thing he can do?
So technically
I don't need to
no.
breathe.
So the reason you would be unable to sleep in there is because you can't get back out without someone grabbing you out.
That is true.
That was
Could you have a rope?
a point that Advent was
Yeah, if I
about
put a
to
rope
say.
out there and hammer it into the ground, I'll be fine.
Still wouldn't work.
I can just climb myself out.
You would have no
It
way
would-
out.
the rope itself would be put in a separate pocket than you.
Ouch.
You
I
can't
mean-
just simply take another with you. You would create the
Well,
black hole.
It looks nice, okay, and I can put my stuff in it. I don't need to sleep in it. All right,
Yeah,
I can
that's
sleep
fine.
wherever. And he points over to because he's constantly hot. The ice kind of melted and formed a weird mold of Cleric. He's like, "See, I can sleep anywhere.
I'll
I
take.
don't need
Suppose
your,
that's somewhat of a
I don't need
portable bed.
your,
I'll just take my thing
I don't
and
need
throw
your
it in this box.
whatever you got going on in that bag."
I mean, you can check it out. It's pretty nice in there.
It's been
Kinda,
a
like puts
while.
his two fingers
Burke.
together. He's like, I would like to do that.
How have you been? And he goes into like give Burke a little bit of a hug, just like that one armed hug, and pat on the back.
I return it. I've been pretty good. I'm training my brother, and I did end up finding Tyr, so that's good.
That's good. That's good.
Well, what about you? You seem to be trying to master this blade song thing.
The last time I activated it, I nearly cut Connie into bits.
Yeah, it's okay. I get it. It's hard to control. It's a lot like Burke's whole thing.
Yeah. I'm not gonna say I don't know the feeling.
It's not a matter of I don't want to learn to control it. It's just it's who comes after.
Alright. Difficult thing to control power.
It's, like I said, it's not that. It's Cobain. He likes to talk to me after it.
Is it every time?
Almost.
Yes.
Sometimes I feel his hand on my shoulder or underneath my chin. Sometimes I just feel his smile. And like I'm pretty sure like Leopold's getting some flashbacks from this.
Yep, Leopold very much knows of his smile.
He's an invasive one.
Once he has his grubby little mitts on you, it's very difficult to get off.
Gives me the creeps.
Not for me, baby.
So
Wow, that's a collection.
I'm so glad I could share it with someone.
I had no idea they get the Hydra in the testicles.
I'm gonna have to do
I'm
a
sorry,
small
what?
little campaign.
I wasn't listening to that conversation.
I'm gonna have to do a small little campaign of just manifester missions.
I'm just hold on a second. I was like blacked out for like half a second. Like I was locked into something else, and all I heard was I didn't know they had held Hydras in the balls.
Kicked Hydras in the balls.
I just want to know. I just want to know where the hell. What?
It was pretty much as
conversation
out
were
of
you
pocket
having?
as you thought it was.
Okay. Okay.
I mean, we
All
shot lightning up a dragon's ass, so
Yeah, that's true.
I-
That's true.
it's very
All right.
reasonable.
You know.
They were a bit unconventional than their manifestos.
Yeah, just a little.
Mhm. Okay. Well.
Yeah.
There's that.
When dealing with giant lizards, it's best to hit them when it hurts.
Yeah.
Remember.
Alright. Ooh, great. I'm having so much fun.
Oh man. Ah. Hello there, armored individual. Looking at Leopold.
If you moved and like went more toward everyone else, I'm just like following because I am so curious about Metal Man, to be honest.
Right. Yeah. I think at this point, what was it? Burke would be showing the inside of the bag to Cleric. So they just like step into the bag and he's kind of gesturing around. On the inside, there's like it's weirdly neat, but also somewhat cluttered. There's like there's piles of objects that you can see are somewhat organized, and they seem to be in their own little pile. But it's also somewhat messy at the same time. There's a series of like training.
It's a
dummies
dragon's
and different things
horde.
around.
Okay, do you
It's kind of
see-
like a
do I
dragon.
see-
It's just a horde. It's like someone's hoarding,
Okay, question.
but it's weirdly
Do
organized.
There's a bed in there, correct?
Oh, several. There's a number of beds.
Okay, how nice are the beds?
Well, for the most part, they're not overly nice, but they're not. They're pretty like medium quality.
All
They're
right,
not like the bougiest of castle beds, but
outside-
they're like at least an inn bed.
Question. If Cleric were to shout, would you guys be able to hear it outside the bag? Like, would it be muffled?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you could kind of hear it a little bit.
You hear from outside the bag.
Kenny? Who brought Kenny in the call?
Shut up. He's just like
That was
just
very
like,
Kenny.
he was not very happy about what he was seeing. He's like, you mean to tell me I was sleeping in the ice? Really?
I mean,
Did you guys
I don't know. I
seriously-
didn't want to wake you.
Did you guys seriously sleep on this ice, or did you sleep in there?
And after like kind of
And you
popping
see
my head out,
Leopold's bed.
I mean, he slept there. Connie and I slept in here. It's way warmer.
I bet.
I'm calling this one.
Oh,
He
don't,
just-
don't get rusty.
he just like points to a bed. He's like, "That bed is mine."
Don't get all bent out of shape over it.
It's all yours, Lucky. Go
Don't
ahead.
instead of salty, I call it rusty.
And he just like walks over.
I like
And he
that.
just wait.
Don't get rusty all over
Wait.
it, buddy.
Wait.
I pick up a weight and start lifting.
No.
it.
What about
No, I'm out of character. What kind of bag is this?
It's like a Haven bag.
I kind of think
does it
one
work?
bag from
Does it
like,
work kind of like a bag of holding?
It's like Connie's garage. It's like an interdimensional space
So
that you can sit in.
Okay, DM, Archivist, Almighty,
What up?
Mighty DM. Cleric has a bag of holding.
Yes.
If he were to, I don't know, go into that to Burke's, is it Burke's bag or Connie's bag?
It's Burke's bag.
You know what happens when you put a bag of holding into a bag of holding.
Yes, this is different.
Yeah.
This is a different type of magic.
It's a different type of magic. It's not gonna make it all.
So think
Okay,
of it like this:
okay,
you can
okay.
take the bag of holding into Mordenkainen's.
I'm just saying,
mansion.
the realization hit me like a truck, and I was so scared.
He's like, anyway, so we're in here. Oh shit! Wait a minute! No, wait! Just collapses in on itself.
Nah, he
And
just
gone.
he starts
And
like
Gaius has
taking
to
out some of
summon
his.
it all
Yeah.
again.
Yeah.
Cleric
So
just
think of
starts
it.
like
Think of it
taking
closer
out.
to Mordekainen's magnificent mansion
Yeah,
than anything else.
it's like a portable house essentially.
Yeah.
I was gonna say that. We all started getting into it. I was like, this is just another house tour. First it was Blaz's house, now it's this bag.
Okay, so
But
Cleric
no one
starts,
can
like,
compare to
setting up his
Blaz's
bed.
house.
He sees like putting stuff on it, and he's like decorating it, and now it looks very unique.
Yeah, well, their house is
I
Hoarder's
think of
house.
Blaz's house, and I can't help but think of the flying that Terra and Golgaius did.
Yeah. so
Yes.
Cleric's bed is now his own. He has it set up and everything.
Nice. Honestly, I need to reorganize this place, or
You guys are-
organize this place. Period.
Still
And there
getting
are some
started.
like different hallways
I
and
like
things
it
that you
on.
can see that lead to different rooms within the bag, but it's for
Oh
the
my
most
God.
part it's within the same room.
Mm-hmm.
And the ceiling is, or I guess it still looks like you're in a giant bag. So it kind of looks like a giant tent almost, with a hole in the ceiling that you can. There's a almost like the fan, a ceiling fan, and how you can pull down the a chain on it to either turn on the lights or turn on the fan. There's that, except that circles around the hole, so you can actually tighten the bag from the inside and shut it.
I swear this bag is basically that bag from Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them.
Yes.
It's essentially that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Very similar. Or what my mind has, what I have in mind is if you've seen Whack Fu, it's like Rules bag.
Oh, dude!
Dude, that's sick.
I
That
love
is actually
how
really
I love how quite a few of us have actually seen Wakfu.
I've
Dude,
never
I
seen
need to
it
get
or
back
heard
into
of
that
it.
show, dude. I swear to God.
It's a good show. You need
Next
to
season's
cut
coming
it.
out soon.
It
Anyway,
doesn't smell like Rules bag.
That's good. That's
anyway,
good.
let's get back to it.
Yeah. And the actual like pattern underneath is kind of starry almost. It kind of looks like a little bit of it's got what is it? You know how some murals have like they're kind of a whole like 360-degree murals you've seen before, where they like some of them have a one side is nighttime and it sort of is like a pattern that shows phases of the sun and moon as it kind of rises and sets as you kind of look around the bag.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I like
kind of looks
that.
like that.
I will say, as you're looking around, you all see a giant tag on the inside of the bag that says "Patent held by Mystical Marvin."
That's
Yeah.
beautiful.
It's a bit of an eyesore, but it reminds me where I got it.
Makes sense. Sounds like him.
I will walk over to Leopold and be like, "Hello, soldier."
Yes.
I was wondering if you might spar with me for a minute.
All right.
Excellent. I greatly appreciate this. And he will walk about 5 feet away from Leopold, uncoil the whip, grab the rapier hilt that he has. As it turns on, a brilliant glow, almost like moonlight, comes out and turns into a blade.
Oh, that is so cool.
Hold on, I got popcorn for this, and I pop back in the bag.
Dude, that looks dope.
Shall we begin?
Claire kind of looks at his mace and just like looks at it like it's inadequate.
So I want mine to do that.
So what are the rules of engagement?
And then he goes. Then he like his eyes light up. He's like, "Oh, my shield!"
What are the rules of engagement?
No magic.
Communication, trust.
All non-lethal. No sense in us bleeding each other.
All right. In that case, Leopold's gonna take off his hand axes and short sword
All right.
and just set them down.
All right, you set them down.
I thank
Gonna
you.
get out his shield and his. Gonna get out his shield and his spear. Right.
All right. So since I don't want the PvP to take too long, what we're gonna do is we are going to have a series of 3 rollies.
Okay.
So rolling
What
a
about the
d20,
polling?
seeing who gets higher.
What about the polies?
Alright.
Potato bugs.
I heard somebody laugh. I'll take
Alright.
that as a win.
So I want Aya and Leopold to roll a d20 and tell me who gets higher.
Okay.
And do that 3 times, and it's the best 2 out of 3. It's rock, paper, scissors, best of 3.
With or without
Okay.
guts?
My first roll is a 17.
Alright. Leopold, what'd you get?
I lost that one.
Alright. Next roll. Fight!
Can I describe what happens in that one?
Sure.
So I assume Leopold probably charges forward, and Aya will kind of do a flip over top of him and just kind of whip the back of his knee. That's 1 point for me.
Alright. Second roll, go!
Six.
What'd you get, Leopold?
18.
Alright. Having learned do you want to describe it, Leopold?
After taking the shot to the back of the knee, he's gonna drop to both, spin around, and smack him in the back of the knees with the butt of his spear.
Well struck.
Alright. Roll.
That's a nat 1.
Oof.
Oh boy.
Holy shit, you two?
Reroll.
Oh damn!
Oh, no.
Shit!
There's something
that be-
terrible.
Can that be a clash?
Yeah, I'll say
yeah,
it's
make
clash.
Yes,
But
please.
since you're not used to the icy terrain,
both
you slip. You both slip and fall on your asses.
Oh,
That
right on
sounds
the tailbone. Oh,
Alright.
oh.
One more roll.
I got a 15.
This is beautiful. I also got a 15.
Oh my god.
Another clash.
What the?
You
Holy shit.
You both are going blow for blow right here.
What are we doing?
clashing and throwing each other back, and it's just ham out here. Next roll.
17.
Cheese.
I rolled a 17.
I rolled a nat 20.
A nat.
I rolled
20?
a rock.
Yeah, I rolled a nat 20.
Yeah!
Get him out now. Anyways, as Aya lines up an amazing shot, he goes for it with his rapier, and you drop under it. As you bring your shield to bear, and you just wham him right in the ribs.
Nah, I want to roll him over the spear, or I want to roll him over the shield so he ends up prone on his back. Shield suplex.
That's awesome.
Absolutely, I will allow that.
Thank you for the match.
And Leopold wins!
What did I
Leopold
miss?
reaches down, clasps his forearm, and says, "Well fought."
I kind of slide over and raise Leopold's hand in like a victory thing.
And we have our winner!
Kaladra,
My
these
turn.
people are so weird. The closest thing to this you've seen, Kaladra, is the orcs on the other side of the mountain doing log tosses.
Yeah, but they're weird in
sort
an
of weapon-
enchanting way.
Yep.
What weapons specifically does this lovely gentleman use?
Alden, he uses a whip and a
Nay.
So it's a sun blade, reflavored as a moon blade.
Awesome.
Sick.
Well, I mean,
So it's not
the
as bright
moonlight-
as like a sun blade, but it's
Well,
like
I mean, moonlight is
pure-
just sunlight reflected.
yeah.
A small tip. Use the whip to keep enemies at distance, or to ensnare their weapons and draw them onto that blade of
Well, trust me, he knows.
I treat Advin that way all day. I was hoping for a little bit more stimulation than
Oh,
when I
please.
trained
Magic is my specialty. If I could use magic, he'd be down by now. I hope you're aware.
Can I go next?
From what I heard of our conversation earlier, you seek out apprentices.
I do on occasion seek out individuals who are at risk of being consumed by the song. One of the main reasons why elves have fought so hard to try and keep blade singing a secret is because in order to reach a point where you've mastered the ability to control the song to a point that you're not going to go berserk, you need 100 years of practice and training, guided training. I've heard someone describe it as similar to an opioid guide.
And what happens when you meet an apprentice who doesn't want to?
If that person does not have a master for the beginning's not so bad, it's when you hit the middle. And say a human were to start learning blade songs, there's a real possibility that they would grow faster than they are really supposed to, and hit a point where the song will completely consume their psyche. Before
You describe a man I've met before.
was he potentially the student of the Red Wizard?
Yes, actually. We served together for many years.
I am actually trying to find him. That's originally why I was sent from Luxanarn, was to find him.
Seems he's gained in popularity.
It is more to do with, I think he was the one who killed his master due to the song taking control.
But he found me.
He never seems to be out of control to me. In fact, he was always almost always reserved.
Who are you talking about?
Odd.
Someone you don't know.
Oh.
His name was Sebastian.
Finally.
Wait, is Grim actually there?
Mm-mm.
Okay, then.
He's in the other room.
But yeah,
I'm still.
his name
I
is
finally have a name to him.
Leopold, I hope you're aware
Hold up.
that the song literally changes who you are. Do you take me for a man that would want to strike down my own friends?
No, you are not that kind of person. But
Then
then
who
again,
was that when the song was activated?
I saw a man fight like a demon to defend those who could not defend themselves.
And yet he struck his own friends and nearly killed him.
I have never seen him do so.
Advent,
Who am I to know the truth of this?
is that part of why you won't show me your true blade song, Advent?
No, it's
Why you
entirely because of Cobain.
Hmm.
I hate him, and I would like to not hear him.
Alright. As you
I
guys
think
are
there's
having...
only one way for you not to hear him.
Real quick. They mentioned that the student of the Red Wizard was named
Sebastian.
Yep.
Sebastian.
Sebastian.
Would that? I don't know. Would that? I don't know. Would I see like any sort of connection between the Shadow of Khan, which I know is named Sebastian, or is that purely coincidental?
That's
purely
Purely coincidental.
Okay. I'm just
For now.
You've never seen Sebastian wield a weapon.
okay. I was just wondering because I've heard the name.
And you understand that Sebastian has served Khan's house for hundreds of years.
Yeah, because I was wondering about the distance of time, if that was possible. But gotcha. Okay. I thought
He did use a rather
shake it away.
He did use a rather unorthodox weapon for the blade singer, though.
Really?
He used a spear. I believe that's why we bonded so well at first.
Well, that is one of the weapons that is fairly well known to...
My dumbass.
Well, no, it's typically a trident, isn't it?
Yes, typically. I can't remember
Bloody Mary,
completely
Bloody
what he
Mary.
said the name, what he said the name of the form was called.
As you guys are having this conversation, Colgaius walks back out into the room, and he has his robes kind of off of his shoulders at the moment, and you see already that the arcane degradation rune has spread a little bit. As he's kind of stumbling out of the room. I need you all now.
Okay.
I also scoot him really quick to like make sure he's good and doesn't need support.
Fine. Go to the young Fortune.
Aya does speed a little bit up to catch up with
Yeah.
Kaladra.
Yep.
Yeah, Cleric does the same.
To talk more about the manifestors with her.
Oh, well, no. Cleric goes to where Grim is.
Yeah, well, I am going toward Grim, but
Okay,
As you
cool,
all,
cool. Never mind.
Yeah,
we can
we're,
talk.
we're all going towards Grim. It's just Aya likes being able to fan
As you all
guy about
walk in,
basically fangirl about the manifestors.
I love
you
it.
see on the table Grim, covered in spices and herbs, and strange chalk lines on his face.
How many?
A lot.
Blurts out loud. Damn, he's seasoned like a chicken.
More or less than 11.
More.
So what you might say that I'm covered in 11 herbs and spices.
God.
You walked right into it.
You did set yourself up for that one.
You did,
I
yeah.
totally did.
You kind of did that to yourself.
Fuck off. As you look at Grim's body,
GFC.
it is stiff and statuesque.
Are we sure he's not dead?
Oh, he's alive.
He's
He's breathing.
speak.
Grim at the moment. How long did this take? This whole ritual thing set up?
It has taken well over 8 hours.
Can we say that just for right now, Grim is in a semi-stable state?
Sure.
Just barely?
Yeah.
You see him sort of, his eyes flutter open a little bit, as if he's just been asleep for like a while.
Is his face still bandaged?
The lower
Yes,
half of
his
his
face
mouth
is-
is still bandaged, yes.
Well, wakey, Eldon.
What the fuck? Where am I?
Cleric is gonna kind of like hover over Grim. It's like, you're in a cave.
We're in Mount Rendrix in the Eldarin.
Elniran Empire, yeah. Do not
Colgaius?
fear young Vordoon. As you see Colgaius, he just says, do not fear young Vordoon. We will put you together again.
I don't think anyone can.
Advin, in your head, you hear Yorin. I don't believe I'll be able to follow you into here.
That's odd.
This ritual, it will take your mind and project you into his. You will have all of the powers at your disposal, but I will not be there. I will watch your body and make sure you are all right.
Sounds good.
So you're
Grim
Grim.
sort of
Grim, you see an unfamiliar elven figure.
Is he fully still like petrified and stuff, or can he move, or what's going on?
The fuck are you?
He can't move. He's still petrified. But
Can he hear?
yeah, yes, he can hear. The
Okay.
petrification lasts for 48 hours, whereas the deafness only lasts for 8.
Okay.
I am Aya Alden.
Alden. Does the name Aya Alden strike me as familiar?
No.
Damn.
If it did, all you would remember are a group of elven barbarians.
Oh,
you're a little.
Burke would actually recognize the Alden name.
Oh,
due to his time in Luke Sinarn.
Gotcha. Okay.
They were a group of bandit elven barbarians.
So
I am furthermore wary of him.
Grim sort of stirs and looks around, and I think he's been awake long enough to realize what's happening. At least, like, a ritual is happening, and something's happening.
Colgaius looks over to Caladra and puts his hand on her shoulder. I will need you to go in there to guide them. I cannot go in the state I am in.
I will do this.
Wait.
He puts his head against Caladra's and says a silent prayer over her.
Do I remember Caladra?
She accompanied Colgaius quite a few times in his time journeying back and forth from the Scaled Throne back to Mount Rendrix.
Do I remember her being this tall?
Yeah, she hasn't aged much. considering she's a half dragon.
Galadra? What are you... Oh.
Hello, Eldon. We're gonna help you. It'll be okay.
Alright, before this weird shit starts, I need to say some things.
We're all ears.
Do you need eggs?
No.
Okay, my bad.
Later. Whatever. What I need to say is this. Once you enter my head, it's not gonna go the way you think it will. And it's not gonna make much sense.
Didn't expect it to.
You might see some things that I'm not at all proud of. And you're going to see a lot of things that nobody should see. And if I should wake up from this, if I should be put back together, I won't be put back together all the way. There'll always be a piece of me missing. But just as a warning, yeah.
Are there any particular parts of your memories you want us to close our eyes at?
If I had the wherewithal to know that, I wouldn't be here.
Fair enough.
Fair enough.
And I will pull out a symbol of a crescent moon and say a small prayer.
Cleric is going to join in this prayer.
Also, if anyone wants to roll a religion check on the crescent moon symbol.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Yeah, actually, to be honest, I've been waiting to do that.
Yeah.
Nat 20 religion, +7.
Oh, yo, same.
Yo, 2 nat 20s? God.
Oh, shit!
29.
A third nat 20.
That's 3 nat 20s.
What?
Oh shit, that's 4. Nah, just kidding.
That makes 2 nat 20s for me today.
So
One more, we could yell
That's a
Nazi.
nat 20 for 26.
Nat 20 for 26.
One more
nat
and I
20
get
for
a free
27.
ice cream cone.
Advin, what did you get? Nat 20 for
29.
And what did Burke and or Connie get?
Burke got a 15.
Burke got a 15. All right. This is the symbol of Atasia, who is the current goddess of the moon. She is known as the Lady of the Crescent Light.
Gotcha.
Grim says one more thing before this all starts. You shouldn't have gotten involved in this. This is gonna be a lot more trouble than I'm worth.
I don't know. You seem to have a good set of friends. So, well, I think it's time to be Bob's your uncle.
Everyone, place your hand on somewhere on Grim's body. Preferably not anywhere bad.
I place my hand on his shoulder.
I would like to mention that as this ritual goes on, Grim devolves more and more into a skeleton, into what he looked like when he was dead. When he first died, I guess.
Oh damn.
I also say into with my telepathy into Grim's head. I say kind of looking over at Aya. I'll keep an eye on them. Don't worry.
Evan's just gonna place his hand on the other shoulder and just kind of give him the look like, don't worry, I'll keep these fools straight and narrow.
And then as that happens, you say your thing. Go ahead.
Then Connie places a hand kind of next to where Burke's is, kind of on your lower bicep, and he kind of nods and grasps the bandana around his neck.
Okay. And as that, and as Grim's last final thing, as his body begins to fully disintegrate and his eyes roll back into his head, you hear him whisper weakly this phrase: "Tenebris nox aeternum." I'm not going to translate that yet.
The skeleton of Eldon Vordoon sits in front of you. You see Colgaius spread his arms, the rune begins to glow brightly on his chest.
Aya says, "Oh shit!" and grabs Grim's big toe.
Fuck. He's gonna place.
You grab
Cleric's
my
gonna
dick.
place his hand wherever.
Cleric grabs the sack.
No,
Cups the
no. I ain't gonna cup his balls. Get out of here.
Someone's got to cup them.
I mean, he's skeletal, so it might not really have anything.
I
I still have my
grab-
balls.
I grab his cup.
I don't have my dick, but I have my balls.
I grab whatever I can.
All right. Kaladra, where do you place your hand?
This is a test.
I was thinking on his chest, like
Fair.
by his heart.
Oh yeah, you all see the rune that holds me together, and I should describe what the skeleton looks like. It's not exactly a full skeleton. It's exactly half a skeleton with muscle still attached to it. And you see what makes it...
Like a Titan halfway through transformation in Attack on Titan?
Kinda.
Yeah.
Kinda, but more mangled. And also, you see, we finally get what he means when he says, not all of it's originally me. When he says, like, I'm not all me anymore. All of his organs are black and ichorous, almost ephemeral. They don't look like they exist, but they do, in a sense. And of course, each of you sees the white glowing rune that holds everything together.
Did he fly too close to the sun?
God damn it.
No.
Icarus, not Icarus, you Icarus!
As Kolgaius brings his hands together,
pull up the blickers.
Yikaroksnar, if norax yero, ik ranuv.
and almost as if the magic itself leaves his mouth, a glistening white and blue light spreads across Grim's body and grasps all of you by the wrists as you all feel your consciousness slip. As you open your eyes, a desolate black landscape. Buildings dotted throughout. People walking around, some of them, half of their forms are there. Others look a lot like Eldon without his mask on. They all just seem to be living. As you look around, you see your compatriots, and a feeling of dread seems to spread through you. As at the far end of this island, you see a broken, run-down manor. Kaladra, you've seen this manor several times. It's what is left of the Shadowcrest Manor, the Vordoon's legacy, and their homestead. And as you stare at it, we pan away from them. And sitting in a study, legs up on a desk, smiling almost ear to ear, a man wearing a jackal's mask, with a black, amorphous, almost Wendigo-shaped guard dog. Why don't we get into this and play a little game? And that's where we're going to end tonight's episode.
Oh, God.
Son of a... No, you didn't.
Thank you,
I
ladies and
have
gentlemen.
a super chill up my spine.
Thank you,
Shit.
ladies and gentlemen.
Y'all
so
not
much
expecting
for
this.
joining
I
us.
get to show you what I've been working on!
I was hoping... That's bullshit.
Next time.
What's your bullshit?
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, so much for joining us on episode 50. We're halfway to 100. That's right, we are half old officially.
That's right. Every episode after this is one episode closer to death.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, so much for joining us on tonight's episode. It was a blast, especially to have Sam with us. Please go check out her socials. Fail Sam, she's here on Twitch, over on Instagram, and on YouTube. She is absolutely amazing. I love her a lot. She is amazing. She has been a great support to me throughout this entire process. Thank you guys. Thank you, Sam, for joining us tonight, and we will see you next week.
Yeah.
But thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you, ladies and gents, so much for joining us. We love you very much, and Grim, if you would please take us out.
Bully. And always remember to stay happy, stay healthy, stay hungry, stay homogenous, stay goonin', stay edging, and always remember
that the hat works in mysterious ways.
Mysterious ways.
We'll see you next time!